Go ahead and... Oh! That's not what I meant to do. Well, that might have worked. I hit the wrong button, but it might have started the YouTube stream. Okay. See? That's why they shouldn't let me click buttons, man. I always be doing something wrong. And I will have to activate the ninja chat too. Let me try to do this real quick. Oh, it's behind the emulator. Well, dang it. There's actually no way to get to that. Okay. Well, I think the YouTube stream will be active, but they won't be able to, whatever people type on YouTube won't show up here. Because I can't... The thing to activate the chat so it shows up on screen is hidden behind the emulator that we're playing on Desmume, and there's no way to get to it. So we're cooked. People could still watch, you know, they could watch on YouTube, but I'm gonna miss every single message today, and that will be unfortunate because people will not be happy. This is why I'm not very good with technology. That's my bad. Oh well. The only... Yeah. I'd have to minimize the emulator, but that would cause a disturbance to the gameplay, so I don't know. Yeah, I feel you. That's why I had to turn it on. That was a good call. But yeah, the only way to get to that thing to activate the chat is I would have to minimize the emulator. Yeah, Purple app is better for streaming, but it is kind of annoying with the whole like advertisement thing that the Twitch be doing, man. I can't stop the ads on Twitch, and they're kind of annoying. But besides that, like, it's better for streaming in like every other way. But that one small detail, you know? That's why I would prefer watching a stream on YouTube, so I don't have to worry about the ads because I got YouTube Premium. But Twitch does have an equivalent called Twitch Turbo. What up, Jamie? Okay, Loudred's out here Christmas caroling, man. Get over here. Now I cringed. It's wonderful. Let's go ahead and Hunger Heal in this corner, but the wind might kick up soon on this second attempt here. Give me one time to see the eggs, man. Come on. This Houndoom being too close was interrupting my Hunger Healing there. Oh, what the heck? Why do I always get hit by roar on these dogs, man? That's true. That's a good point, Matthews, actually. That is a good point. Well, I hope you feel better, Jamie. Okay. Let's take this guy out, man. We need to see the eggs, man. Where are they at? I know that notification is going to show up soon about something stirring. Also, I wonder if Execute can... Right on cue, there it is. I wonder if Execute can spawn in sleeping, but they seem to always be... Grumpigs. Or Loudred. Dang, man. Never know. Next one could be the rep. Never know. Let's hang out here, see if any more Mons will enter the room, but... Now that it's approaching, I think we could push it a little bit farther. But I don't really want to lose all my items. So we should probably just go. Yeah, I can't lose all this stuff. Okay. Strike 2 in the Howling Forest. Yeah. You already know, man. Everybody at home is sitting there ready to be like, you know, strike 3, buddy. Once we get through the next attempt, but y'all can have your fun with it. You know what I could do now, though? Actually. I'll go ahead and minimize the emulator and activate the YouTube chat. That way they can participate on screen here. But what I'll do for after the fact, right, for the actual YouTube recording, because I am recording on the side, is I'll go ahead and like fade the screen out and then fade it back in real quick from wherever I'm standing here. So for the people watching this in the future on YouTube, it's about to fade out and then it'll fade right back in, probably in in a few seconds. So for the homies on the stream, you won't have to watch me struggle through this as I try to activate the other chat. All right, let's do this. Okay, select live sources, I think. Oh, maybe the stream isn't even live on YouTube. Bruh. It says it's live. Oh, wait. I think I have to... Oh, dude, I'm messing up so bad right now. Do I have to do the thing again? I think it's gonna be live, but I think it's gonna be like private or something. I don't know why I always do stuff like this. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Yeah, it's live, but it's not like visible to anybody. So hold on, we have to copy and paste the stream title. Okay, public. Game titles, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. This is so unprofessional. Okay. Now you might not get a notification because the stream has been live already for 6 minutes, but now I gotta sit here and wait for to activate it in the social streaming ninja app. I'm so ass with technology, man. Alright. Let's wait a minute here. Select live sources. Okay. Still not available to be selected. You know what I could do? Now I can move this over to this screen here and we could pull the emulator back up. At least for a second. Because now that I dragged it from... It was behind Desmume. I dragged it to the different monitor. So we'll just have to sit here until the source pops up. Okay, well, Jazzy found it because she commented RAR. But it still won't show up here until I... Okay, here we go. Activate selected. Okay, now YouTube comments will show up here. W. Okay, now I just have to remember to go back and edit all that out. And now we'll pretend like we're fading it back in. Yeah, there you go. Okay. testing, 1, 2, 3. Wait, Nikki, you're still on Twitch, though. Alright. Wait for the song to reroll. And we're back. Alright. Both chats are now activated. So let's go ahead and jump back into the Howling Forest one final time. And try to get some eggs here. Regardless of the outcome, even if we get 2 executes, even if we get nothing, after this attempt right here, which we spawn on the stairs, we'll take that. We're heading off to the Buried Relic, and we're going after Mew. I know, Nikki, I was just giving you a hard time. That was pretty funny, though. Come here, Houndour. Let's hope for some better stair luck, too. Okay, well. It's a very large room. A Zoobrill we could get. I probably should have put on the friend bow for that. That thing never shows up. We saw it. Actually, I don't even think we saw it last time. You know what? You can catch this lure seed real quick. Yeah, now you can't see nothing. Okay. I should have tried to get that Azurill, but again, like, carrying around Mons with you to the deeper parts of the dungeon, they just kind of become liabilities and consume... If they get KO'd, right, it'll consume the revivers that we have. Great, the Spoink found an Allure Seed. Okay, good, it didn't throw it at me. A lure seed, like, if you consume it, or, you know, the enemies throw it at you, what will happen is, everything turns into flowers for a few steps. Like, you know, enemy Pokemon, wonder tiles, stairs, items, they all appear as like a flower, so you don't know what's what. I should grab this, by the way. It's not bad. Yeah, probably. If you don't remember them in Explorers, then probably. I know they did kind of rework a lot of the items. I remember seeing bits and pieces of like Picaspri's Explorers playthrough. So I don't remember which items were removed and what new ones were added, but there was definitely some change. Oh, I should have deposited the gummies too. Oh, and I have the switcher orb. Right. We got to use that this time on floor 14. See if we could just turn, you know, one of those Mightyenas or Houndooms into an Execute. Imagine that's the way we get our Execute. By using a switcher, that'd be crazy. Alright, that was the last floor for Azurill. So now we just full send it. Starburst Jelly Beans, those are actually my favorite ones. It's the Starburst ones. I don't remember if I said that earlier, but now that you just said it, that reminded me. Those are actually my favorite jellies. Now where are the stairs are always in the last room we checked today. That's kind of annoying. We're not having good stair luck, but it don't really matter. Just makes this part take longer. XI seeds? Interesting. I wonder what that item is. Is it like an X-ray seed? Alright. X-ray seed. X-ray specs. Oh wait, XI would be like cross-eyed. Yeah, that's not a good one then. You don't want to get hit with that, I would guess. Oh, another switcher. Okay. We'll just burn another huge apple. Why not? I was thinking an XI seed would be a good item in Explorers, but the more I think about it, that sounds like a bad item because it's cross-eyed. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's probably the equivalent of the Allure. Spoink is sleeping on the Wonder Tile. Interesting. I can't wait to start that playthrough, but I'm having so much fun with this, and I don't even want this to end. But at the same time, I do want it to end eventually because I don't want to sit here for 100 episodes. But I would be totally cool with that if that's what ends up happening, because this is so much fun. No, that's not what the Allures do. Okay. Hey, we could burn another huge apple. Again, I gotta start storing more gummies. I don't think there's a seed that does it. I think there's a roll call orb. Oh, I know there's a roll call. That's what brings the ally Pokemon back to you if they step on a warp tile and get separated. I don't know if there's a seed that brings them back. We could read about the Allure next time we have it, but I know it just kind of gives you like cross-eyed status. The blinker seed is different because that gives you like total blindness. We might as well just eat this. If you eat the blinker seed, it turns the whole screen black. Right. What you're talking about there is for the Allure. The Allure just turns everything into flowers, so you can't tell what's what. Don't even need to eat that Pecha, and I already have one in bag. We don't need to eat that apple either. Okay, nice. There's the stairs. Okay. I should probably pick up that jelly bean, but nah. Nice. Good stair log finally. You beat Pokemon Unbound this week? Let's go. So fun. Pokemon Unbound was a great game. We just started the post game too on Monday last week. That's what I'm gonna be doing again tomorrow. I'm gonna do some more Unbound post game. I do gotta grind the save file tonight because I talked about using Zygarde. Oh, here's a Blinker Seed. So we can read about it real quick, but it's gonna make the screen pitch black. So it makes other Pokemon unclaimed items in the ground impossible to see, and slightly fills the belly. Yeah, everything gives you like +5 belly recovery. So we gotta remember that the stairs are 1 to the right and then 2 up. Because I'm gonna eat this and everything's gonna go black. It only lasts for a few. Yeah, there's the stairs. It wears off after a few steps, or if you go to the next floor. Floor 13 has been cloudy every single time we've come here. Must be a set weather. Dude, Legends Arceus is so good. I'm definitely gonna be doing a playthrough of that soon. This is another house. We don't have any way to get rid of them. So we're just gonna have to fight through them and try to make our way to the stairs here. I do still really want to do the planned playthrough I had of, what's the best way to get to the stairs here? I think we do this, we take out the pig, and then we can get there. I do really want to do like Pokemon Violet using only ghost types. That might be the next kind of like long playthrough we do. But I also I want to go to Hoenn once a year, every year going forward. So I did a playthrough of Hoenn last year when I started the YouTube channel with just using water types only in Emerald. Alright, we're back on 14 again. But I really want to play Pokemon Blazing Emerald next. I think that'll be the next time we go back to Hoenn. I'm gonna go ahead and use a switcher, see if we can turn this thing into an Execute. Good luck, have fun. Oh! Switcher switches positions. What? What was the orb that turns him into another Mon? Switches position, however distant, right. Okay, that was my bad. I thought it switches them into a different Pokemon. But yeah, Arceus, I do have plans for that as well. We definitely gonna do that one. And I think it was way better than ZA. Alright, let's pick up this TM and then we can check out the last item as well. Facade. It's a transfer item, that's what it was. I think it's a transfer item that turned them into a different Mon. Alright, let's Hunger Heal up here in the corner. That's what I was getting confused with. Transfer Orb. The whole thing in, I guess I could set these sticks too. I brought them and never used them. But the whole thing with Enamorus in Legends Arceus, was that DLC or was that just part of the game? I feel like it was DLC. Yeah, Arceus has link cable item. Okay, there's a lot of mons on the floor. Let's go check. I was gonna say it didn't have DLC, but the more I think about it, I think that's when they added Enamorus, was the whole DLC thing. Or was it part of the game? I don't remember. That was a pretty cool like side quest though, because like the whole sky when you were doing that like lit up in a different color. It was pretty cool. These pigs are attacking each other in this room. Well, not intentionally, but it's because they can't figure out which way to go. Oh, I remember the Shaman event. Oh, and yeah, Darkrai was at the, what was that level? Darkrai was on the same level where you fight the Hisuian Electrode. I was gonna call it the Cobalt Coastlands, but that's 100% wrong. Well, maybe. It's the one where you first get like that Sneasler ability, I think, to climb the mountains. And also we're like... It had the equivalent of the electromagnetic field place, I think. It's whatever that level was called, where you can evolve like Magneton. But yeah, Shaman was cool, because that was in the... there was like a flower patch in the very first level, like off to the right side when you first load in the level. That's where Shaman's event took place. That was pretty cool too. Yeah, the Enamorous thing was really cool though. Alright. Let's see if we can find a pile of eggs, man. Where they at? Too many Mighty-Enas and Houndooms, man. Come on. What are we doing here? Where were stairs? Okay, bottom left. Yeah, let's be honest. I think we're going to be 0 for 3 here, but you never know. You never know. That's why you got to fire up the game and play. There's always a chance. Might not be a good chance, but we do have a chance. Let's just hope we get lucky with Mew, man. But at this point, Execute might even be harder. I don't know. They basically have around the same odds to join. I think Mew is 35% chance, Execute is 40. But they both have like a 1% chance to spawn. So I don't know which one's actually harder, because Mew has a lot more floors it can spawn on. Execute only has this one. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Kecleon too, but for now, I still plan to do that as like the second to last Pokemon. I would love to have, you know, the second to last video in the playlist just be called Kecleon ... the movie. And we just spend like 8 hours hunting for Kecleon in one stream. And then after that, we celebrate with the final stream after that we get Kecleon, which would be just going after Jirachi. That's my plan for now, but TBD. Could definitely change. Maybe Execute is the finale. That's the last mon we get, you know? We'll see. We got options. We got options. Oh, man, look at all these Pokemon, too. None of them are what we're looking for here. Dang, we just saw an Execute, too, on the previous stream of this, right? We just didn't get it. And now we're just not going to see it today. That's unfortunate. Let's keep doing this, but we're probably going to get that notification here any second. There it is. At this point, we can kind of time it when the wind's going to kick up. Now that we'd be doing this so much. We can still check a couple more of these Pokemon, but we'll just use this again to get rid of the Houndoom. I'll probably clear a path up to the middle. We'll check here and then start heading back, I guess. Dang it, man. Another Snorlax is pretty funny, but there's no point to even take him out. Let's just head back. Last chance is this mon over here on the right. Okay, that's a Houndoom. Uh-oh. Might not make it back in time. And that's the Mighty-Ena. Alright. I think we can make it back in time. I do also have an escape orb I could use it, but I think we can get back. Famous last words, but we made it, we made it. The chunky boy has been spotted. That was crazy that we got Snorlax like first or second try. And we keep seeing a bunch of Snorlax, man, but we only saw that one Execute in the previous stream, and then 0 for 3 today. Well, there you go. It's been almost an hour hunting for Execute, so I think that's good enough. Let's go change around the items in the bag, and make sure we grab the music box. Not to be confused with Chunky Kong. But we tried, man. It's time for Mew, though. Alright, store. Let's deposit all these gummies. Don't really need this many huge apples. I might not take those. Let's see, what else? We also probably don't really need... I mean, 3 revivers is a little much. We don't need that. But we need an escape orb. We need the music box. I like it, Matthews. I like it. I'm feeling it too. Escape. Music box. I don't think we need anything else, really. We'll just find whatever we find in there. Yeah, honestly. Oh, 1 room orbs, right. I should start storing those in storage. I definitely never... I always sell those off. Let's see if he's got one. May also have a frustration. Nope. Okay. What do you got? Joy Seed's funny. Let's buy the rest of these apples. I'll probably go deposit them back though. I mean, we don't really need this much food. And we don't. The funny thing is, we don't really need elixirs anymore. We needed them, obviously, earlier in the playthrough when we were weak. Not weak, but like on par with everybody else. But now that we're level 100, the rest of the mons are, you know, like in the 20s and 30s. We just one-shot them all with the regular bop, so we don't ever need elixirs anymore. For this dungeon, but we'll need them for other ones. Alright, so escape. Escape and cleanse in case it gets sticky. And that's probably enough huge apples. We're also going to find a bunch of apples in there, so... I guess I'll bring an extra one, but... That's more than enough. There was food in there anyway. Okay, I think we're good to go. I'm wearing the X-rays. We got the friend bow. And if I am forgetting something, we can always escape out. Alright, let's do this. Come on, Mew. Buried relic. It's also going to be kind of ominous now. It's going to feel... It's not going to feel empty because there's a bunch of Pokemon, but... The 3 floors where the Reggies used to reside, well, we have all the Reggies now, so 15, 25, and 35 are just going to be nothing. And it's just going to feel weird, because we came here so many times looking for Mew, but so many times... Well, this was pretty lucky. Stairs plus all the items. Sure. But we've seen the Reggies so many times, but now we have them, right? Yeah, we have the box. There's no point. Well, now I'm going to double check, but pretty sure we brought it. Yeah, right here above the cleanse orb. Okay. This is the kind of stair luck that we want to see today, especially because this is a 99 floor juicer. Well, it's going to be a while. That's like the first room we checked on all of the first 4 floors. I'll take it, I'll take it. Okay. What is this? Hunger Seed? Nah. Because again, Mew, we're not going to start seeing Mew until 36. Which is the spot where, you know, normally where right after you would craft the music box. I'm taking out the Reggies. Hello, Machop. I still think we need another one of these, but again, sole focus is on Mew. I'm not going to recruit anybody else that tries to join. Even if they are, you know, somewhat of a rare recruit, because, well, first of all, I don't think there really is any. Everyone's pretty easy to get out of this. So look at that. Like, I'm not even wearing friend bow, and both Machops try to join, so... Even though we need another one, there's really no point to get it right now. And we just... Because of the whole Reviver Seed thing, right? I'm not trying to take these liabilities with us. If it was something like a Reggie, yeah, of course, but... I don't see the point of carrying a Machop through like 50 floors or more. Just go. I know, right? It definitely will be. Ghastly, we're actually already done with that whole Evo line. Hitmonlee like knew where I was going there. That was kind of sus. Okay, no stairs. We'll go this way. This is kind of a weird floor layout, but I mean, I'm gonna go check top left, but I just didn't want to because of all the Pokemon, but okay, it actually was here. I was gonna start checking the whole right side, but what is this layout? It's kind of weird. Alright, we find stairs, we go. Simple. Yeah, so like I said, we will be evolving 10 Pokemon today. So at least that's something. We'll push the recruit dex number all the way to 255, but I was really hoping to get either Mew or Execute, but for now we struck out on Executes. We'll see how long this recording goes for. Maybe we will get one later. We do have the Duck, but we don't have the OG Porygon yet because of needing a Wonder Mail code. That's something I probably won't do today, but it's something we do have to do eventually. Let's get all the Wonder Mail Mons. Go away, Drowsy. Guess I'll check this orb, why not? Scanner is pointless if we're wearing X-ray specs. I guess we can just eat this, no reason not to. Okay, so the Mon in the top right has an apple, but we're only concerned about the stairs. Oh, there he is. We'll go ahead and just consume it. Right back to full. Alright, 15. Here's Regirock's house, but like I said, we ain't gonna see those guys. Escape? I wouldn't be surprised if like the 3 floors after the Regis just like are programmed to have escapes. Kind of help you get out of here. Aaron is actually one of the 10 Pokemon we will be evolving today. I used a whole bunch. Oh, we can read about the allure now. Just to confirm, but yeah, I used a whole bunch of Joy Seeds yesterday on Aaron, so we can go all the way to Aggron with one of them. But yeah, the allure seed is a food item that gives Pokemon cross-eyed status. So the fact that they put cross-eyed, it probably is the one that got renamed to XI or whatever Nikki was talking about. I think you said XI. That makes the most sense. Yeah, a lot of the Pokemon we're going to be doing today are like Gen 3 Mons. Oh, Mobile Orb is funny. I just kind of pick Pokemon at random. And then when I do, if there's other Mons like in that same friend area that can also evolve, I'll just take them with me. Because I can do, with the Pierce Band, right, you can bring 2 teammates with you into a dungeon. So I keep going through Tiny Woods because there's nothing we can recruit in there anyway. And I go in there with like 20 Joy Seeds and I wear a Pierce Band. And I just be slinging them at Pokemon. Medititty's another one, by the way. We're going to evolve Aeron and Medititty today. Which both of them needed a lot of joys. Because Aggron comes at 42 and Medicham is 37. Aggron's a pseudo-legendary? Definitely not, but that is funny that somebody even said that. I mean, it looks like it would be one, but Aggron's a funny Pokemon. Something I should try to use, by the way, in the future in Hoenn. I never really used Aggron because, you know, it doesn't evolve till 42, and it's a very slow Pokemon, and slow Mons like that, unless they're strong enough to take hits, they're hard to gain levels to have them evolve, right? Oh, we're getting pretty lucky with the stairs here. So Aggron, like one of my IRL best friends, that's like his favorite Hoenn Mon, so he's always used Aggron a bunch of times in his playthroughs, not just in Hoenn, but in other generations too. I've just never been a big Aggron guy because it takes too long to evolve and it's too slow to, you know, quickly level up as you're grinding a whole bunch of, you know, trainers or wild Mons. Oh, it's because it's Steel Rock? Yeah. I know, it's like, it's that's the other thing about Aggron, right? It's 4 times weak to fighting and 4 times weak to ground, being a Steel Rock, so... And you know, back in the day, everybody would just be sitting there spamming Earthquake. So, but, I mean, still, Aggron has a sky-high... Where are the stairs at, man? It has a sky-high defense stat, right? So it can still live a bunch of hits. But then when Gen 4 came around, you got Earth Power Focus Blast. Then Aggron started to have issues. But before the physical special split, you know, all fighting and ground attacks were physical, so... But even with Aggron having that sky-high physical defense stat, quad weakness, man, you're still taking a lot of damage. Alright, now we're on to, what was this, Regice's room, I think. And then 35 is Registeel. After that room, then Mew can start spawning. That was weird, like, as we walked to it, I saw the seed. Like, even as we were munching down the wall, it already started to appear, but... Hitmontop found that Joy Seed and just ate it. That's kind of funny. Bro said, thank you very much, man. You're welcome, you know? The Wild Mon's just picking up Joy Seeds and eating them. Was it this Hitmontop or was it a different one? We'll never know. Also, I still need to, speaking of Hitmontop, I still need to figure out the whole Tyrogue thing. I have 3 of them. Of course, we'll need a 4th one for Tyrogue itself, but this is before I added all the Joy Seeds to my save file, but, oh, Pitfall Trap? Don't mind if I do. Save me from finding the stairs. Hello, Ditto. And so before I added all the rare candies to this save file in the bag, right? I did actually get all 3 of the Tyrogues I have up to level 20 by doing the Makuhita Dojo. So all 3 of them are ready to evolve, the 3 Tyrogues we have. The issue is they would all evolve into Hitmonchans because their physical attack stat is higher than the physical defense, right? Just based on base stats. So what we have to do to ensure we can evolve into Lee and Whirlwind, just like Roar, to ensure that we can evolve into both Lee and Hitmontop, right? Is we have to. Oh, I forgot. Right, you only take 1 damage from the regular attack. We have to use a whole bunch of jelly beans. It don't really matter which flavor, because they all give you like a, what is it? A +1 and like a random stat. So I'm gonna have to feed it. I'm gonna have to like save spam kind of the emulator in between recordings, because I'm gonna have to feed them randomly to hit the Tyrogues, right? But it's like if I get a +1 in physical attack, it's gonna take even longer until the defensive stats are equal to on one Tyrogue and then pass, so we can get Hitmonlee with the other one. So that's definitely going to be a process, and one that I will not do on stream. Because it's going to be a lot of, like, you know, saving and resetting. It's going to be very tedious to try to get... Oh, irons and proteins. That's a good call, too. Well, yeah, proteins we don't need, but... We need to get our hands on, like, 500 irons. I could showcase the 3 Tyrogues today to show you guys that they're all at level 20. But they're all going to have identical stats, right? Because there's no EVs and IVs in this game. But that's a good call. We technically set bite here. We're almost to where we can start seeing Mew, by the way. We're getting really close. Like 2 floors away. But yeah, so a whole bunch of irons, right? Because we got to make attack and defense equal for Hitmontop, and then defense has got to be higher for Lee. And the gummy thing, I mean, yeah, we could, but irons is the best way. I don't know how we go farm a bunch of irons, though. But again, either way, like, you guys won't really miss any action, even though I'm going to do that offline. It's just going to be, either way we do it, it's going to be a very tedious process, so that's probably how I'll handle that. Ain't nobody wants to watch Tyrogue chug a whole bunch of irons. I mean, maybe people do, but... Oh, Western? That's funny, because I'm actually... If we miss out on Mew, we're going to go to Western to get a few more Mons today, but... Okay. It's time to lock it in. Because at any point from here until floor 98, Mew can spawn. Apparently it does not spawn on 99, the last floor. I was reading up a little bit more about this morning. The one piece of information I might have been incorrect about. So I think the consensus is, you know, you see the 2 red dots on the screen. There was 3 of them when we first got here. If none of those are Mew, the only other way to make it spawn in is with a monster house. But like that Mon that just spawned in, this Sandshrew over here, cannot be a Mew. But the one thing I might have been wrong about was saying that Mew is going to transform, because it might not transform right away. Basically, that dot that is now coming towards us, that could be a Mew, and it just never decides to transform, but it's a Shrew, so, okay. Oh, a monster house. Dude, really? That's unfortunate. Right, that was the thing we were talking about earlier, but it's not... Yeah, the transfer, not the switcher. I was thinking it was the switcher. It would be really tragic if that one Pokemon that's not in this room right now is a Mew. Because, if it transformed, I wouldn't even see the text on the screen. There's a lot of Shrews in here, man. Not the sand attack, bruh. Try to get a 2-for-1 where we can. Okay, nice. So I think I might have spoken correctly last time about Mew, saying that, you know, if it doesn't transform right away, then it's probably not a Mew, but... You know what, we're just gonna throw a stick at this guy. I might miss the bite. Yeah, check in the text box. And again, thank you, Jazzy, for that. It's like L1 plus circle. I want to try to get these guys more like in a line. Yeah. They're going to be annoying and chase me around the whole floor anyway. That sand attack was kind of unfortunate. Getting him in a line, like without sand attack, would have helped. Because then if I double hit the water combo, then Swift is annoying. Oh, okay. Hey, imagine if that was a house. Yeah, Mew's likely to transform, right? But I don't know if it's like guaranteed to transform. So we need to check both of these red dots. But if another one spawns in, it can't be Mew. The only way to make Mew spawn later is with a house. So we gotta kind of full send it at both of these. Okay, that's a Shrew. But you really gotta pay attention. Like now there's 2 on the left, and I don't remember which one was the one that was here first. I took my eye off it. I feel like it would. I feel like it would transform though. Okay, so it's 2 Shrews in the Shedinja. Now, one way you can know for sure if you weren't paying attention is if you see the message about, like, Mew transforms into a Sandshrew, and then you see, like, a Sandshrew walking across the water, then that's 100% obviously a Mew, because Sandshrew can't do that. So, this is shiesty. Alright, let's just take out this Shrew, and see if we can get to this Mon. That'll help. See if we can get to this Mon before somebody else spawns in. And it's another Sandshrew. Okay, so Mew. Well, I kind of want to take my time in here. Let's go check these other two rooms and see if one of them's a house. That can't be because of an Oran Berry. Let's go check this other room down here. What's up, Akari and Josh? How you guys doing today? Sandshrew can walk on water if it puts on his flippers. That's true, that's true. Alright, could this be a monster house? Negative. Alright, on to the next one. We're out here hunting for Mew again, man. You already know. And I think this might be a floor where, it's a sleeping Mon down there. So Mew can also spawn in sleeping, but I think this is a Kadabra floor, so that's most likely what this is, yeah. Okay. No more rooms with items, so, and then no more red dots. So guaranteed Mew is not here. There is no monster house. The Taco Bell thing with the... Exactly. With the whole lettuce. I heard about the lettuce thing. That's crazy. And I think Taco Bell even made like a post about it. Okay, that's an Ellie kid. Let's go check this first. That's most likely Kadabra. Okay. So maybe a monster house in the bottom left. I'm just kind of speaking them into existence here, but... Alright. So we're out of here. No chance Mew is on the floor currently, and the only way to make it spawn would be a house, but there is no more houses. I didn't even step in this room to see if the stairs were here, and they actually are. Dang, that's crazy. Alright. Okay, it's a shrew and either Mew or Kadabra up here. Kadabra. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there's no other monster houses. Even though, I think last time we did see a monster house where there was only one item in the room, so that was kind of crazy. Alright, we got a little bit of action going on here. Okay, Mr. Ellie Kid I sidestepped so he didn't go for quick attack. Shrew, alright. Might as well just eat this apple. We almost needed a, use one of our big apples. Okay, that's a shrew. And the other Mon by the stairs just spawned in, so it can't be Mew either. On to the next one. I think I saw... Okay, yeah, I saw Jazzy type that earlier with a prediction about what floor for Mew. I'm gonna go with, I'm kind of feeling 88 today. Let's say we find Mew on floor 88. Trying to get to this Mon on the far right because they were already here before, or as we spawned in. Okay, it's just Ellie Kid. Screech is actually bad, but we're done checking this floor anyway. Stay away. Again, you know, I'm so confused about the monster house thing. Now that we got a monster house last time, I vehemently remember a house that only had one item in the room, which was crazy to fathom. Top of the shop, floor 90. Okay, okay. Glad I didn't get that PP0. Okay, one more Mon. At least we found the stairs. Trying to cut this Mon off, but they're just making a run for it here. The sleeping one's definitely going to be a Kadabra. Okay, it's Ellie Kid. This floor is clear. We're out of here. Again, with Mew having just a 1% chance, well, actually less than 1% to spawn on each floor. You know, in all likelihood, we're going to have to do this probably 20 times before we get Mew. I really hope I'm wrong about that, but it's probably what it's going to take. Super Mobile does make this a lot better, though. I gotta admit. Okay, that can't be a house. Could this room be a house, though? No. On to the next one. Guess I'll just go this way. Okay, a sleeping Dabra and an Ellie kid. I'm not going to check the rooms that only have one item, even though I should, but I'm not going to. Okay, Ellie kid on the move has some coin. Another house. No pink cat though. Dang it, man. It still could be one of those mons though that were already here. So the Pokemon in the bottom left is not Mew because it picked up an item. See if we do this, we can line them up. But the sleeping mon on the far left, or like left middle, I guess, and the one on the top, either one of those could be it. And neither one is. So we're out of here. Okay. You see Sandshrews' position right now? He just tried to throw a hunger seed at me. It don't work that way, boss. Can't chuck it through the wall. Sandshrew picked up quick seed. Okay. Had to make sure. So the 3 mons that are there are... Well, this could be a house. It is. Back-to-back house. So many monster houses, man. And we can see all the mons too, so... Okay. None of those Pokemon are Mew. The 3 mons... Okay, here's the stairs. It was one of everything. Sandshrew, Kadabra, and Ellie Kid were the first 3 on the floor. And then we triggered the house, but... Dang, man. That's probably the best way we're going to find Mew, and we've already got 3 houses in, like, the first 15 floors, basically. We didn't see it. And that's a shrew, okay. Let's check down here for a house, though. I might as well check that since I'm there. Dang. Okay. No chance Mew can be here. Nobody cares about Mr. Mime, so we're on to the next one. Okay. Next area here with the very ominous music. Until we trigger another house and then the music gets all intense. Double mimes, okay. That was too big of a gulp of water. I started to choke on it. Okay, I'm back. We do kind of have to check those red dots, but again, I feel like Mew would have transformed by now, but you just don't know. I'm not going to chase after the last one. It's probably like each step that Mew takes, it has a... Yeah, that was a big gulp of water. It's probably a percentage chance, you know, each time it takes a step to use Transform, and I feel like it would have used it by now. I need another one to help that first gulp go down. Okay, that one worked better. Nice. Couple of shrews. Oh. I was gonna do the link combo. Alright, let's go try to find another monster house here. Go away, Mr. Mime. Oh, found the stairs too. Nice. Wait, transfer was the one, right? Yes, transforms the target. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this works or not. I don't think it's confirmed. But yeah, transfer is the one that I was thinking of. I kept saying the other one. That apple doesn't even help us. We're at full belly. Okay. Switcher orb is the one that I thought did what transfer does. No thank you, Mr. Mime. Okay, that's a Mr. Mime up top. Got the coins. This is Ellie Kid. Alright. On to the next one, man. I should be cranking all these citrus berries, by the way. I don't know why I'm not. I don't know. I didn't want to waste time picking them all up, but we will need to keep buffing our HP and maybe our stats in general, because once we go after Kecleon towards the end of this playthrough, ooh, that's got to be a house down there, right? The next room to my left. It's got to be. But we're gonna get messed up by Kecleon, so we might as well buff our HP. Try to get it closer to 300. I might as well grab the sticks. That 1000% has to be a house, right? I'd be shocked if it's not. Oh, you can get eggs in the other game? That actually would help. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's a few items that if we see, we know it's not a house, but those can all be in houses, so this is definitely one. Ladies and gentlemen, is floor 54 where we're finally going to see the legendary pink cat? Let's find out. I saw the pink on the mine when it dropped down, but pain. We miss again. But it's honestly not that surprising. A lot of houses today, though. This is pretty cool. Because we didn't see a lot of houses last time, actually. We really didn't. Also, I didn't even bring any elixirs. I didn't think we'd need. Well, we don't need one, but this just helps it go faster. Once it runs out, we'll just stop using it. Plus, we do have revivers, so if we get KO'd, it's kind of whatever. What is all this stuff? Evasion, rebound, and secret power. Alright, we out. That was unfortunate. On to the next one. Okay. Ellie Kid and a couple Mons over here. Of course, they're running away. Let's try to cut them off. Okay, that's a shrew. What's the one on the bottom? Ellie Kid. Okay. So apart from a house, no sign of it yet, man. Apart from a monster house, it won't be on this floor. Which that can't be one because it has some X-rays in it. Quick Seed doesn't even matter. I guess we'll crank it for the +5 recovery. On to the next one, man. More sticks. That's actually good. Alright, they're both down here. We'll be able to see them both. Okay. Confirmed not on 56. I still can't believe the one time we found Mew in this playthrough it didn't join, because you guys said it right away, I wasn't paying attention. But even without the friend bow, we still have a 35% chance, right? Friend bow just buffs it 10%. Up to 45. Who is this? That's Ellie Kid. So we still had a chance. Let me actually check for a frustration. But it did not join the one time we saw Mew on that 35%. Oh, Mr. Mime found an eye drop. I kind of hope he doesn't consume that. That's a really good one. Oh, I heard it. I actually heard Mr. Mime eat that. Mr. Mime found a warp seed, a different mime. Okay. Probably this guy. No. I lost track of the red dots, by the way. Okay, they're all mimes. I mean, neither one of these is Mew, because it would have said it transformed into a mime, so... There's the one with the warp seed. Oh, Ellie Kid had eye drop. I thought it was a mime. Anyway, we're out on this floor. Unfortunate. Ooh, that could definitely be a house down bottom. Okay. Let's check it out. That's a copy of Roar. Definitely don't need that. Okay, I'm gonna say the thing again. Ladies and gentlemen, could floor 59 be the time we finally see Mew? Let's find out. That's another freaking Mr. Mime. Alright, well. It's definitely not there, and there's no more mons on the floor, so... At least this is cool. We're seeing, like, there's a focus punch buried in the wall. Interesting. At least we saw, like, 8 houses, right? That's a lot luckier than last time. Oh, not Pupitar. The sandstorm's kind of annoying. Okay. Now we're on to floor 60. This is a legendary hunt, man. And eventually, someday, when it pays off, whether that be today or another day, celebration time, man. Oh, what is this? Strength? What the heck? I didn't even know strength was in this game. Oh yeah, by the way, we can use the transfer orb. We can turn anything into Mew. Let's try to turn this Mr. Mime into a Mew. I don't think it matters, like, when we use this, right? It doesn't matter if it's now or later, but it could transfer this into anything that's possible to spawn on this floor, which I think means Mew, but maybe not. It, you know, let's try it. Okay, it's a Pupitar. I don't know if anybody ever confirmed that, like if anyone's ever found Mew via that method. Bro spamming Thrash is crazy. I know there's been speculation out there on the internet about it, but I don't know if anybody's ever actually confirmed it. Strength is kind of a wild pull, though. Well, stairs are probably far right. What does this do? It has 12 PP. Oh, it doesn't break, so the gold TMs don't actually break. But cannot be used in a dungeon? The move hurls the target at another Pokemon to inflict it. What? So when can you ever use strength then? But cannot be used in a dungeon. Huh. I'm not understanding. What is the point of strength? Oh, a transfer orb is quick save manipulation. That's an interesting idea, huh? On how to get Mew. Just sit here and keep, like, yeah, quick save, like, loading the save states or whatever. Until transfer orb works and turns something into Mew. That's kind of crazy. I'm just going to walk to the stairs here. We can see all the Pokemon. The one in the bottom right is Rhyhorn, so... I ain't going to waste time fighting these guys. Okay, and the Mon on the bottom was a Mime. It stepped on a seed. You teach it outside the dungeon. Interesting. Okay, Pupitar on the left, and who's this? Another one. Okay. And that's not a monster house, so... Definitely no Mew there. Confirmed. Use a couple sticks here. Oh yeah, I'll definitely go back for that apple. Just curious if the stairs were in here. Whoops. Out of curiosity, what is that? A zinc band? Okay. This guy always goes for Sandstorm. Alright. On to the next one. Come on, Mew. For the people, man. Where you at? Oh, I can actually use that elixir. That's not bad. As I almost step on a PP0, but... We gotta see if this is Mew and also what's going on in the bottom left. Could that be a house? Just a Mime. Okay. The other Mon that just spawned in does not matter. This is not a house. Okay. Onward we go. Charbach. We'll see you later, buddy. And Mr. Mime. Alright. Couple potential houses, though. Not that one. And not that one either. Okay. Mew can't be triggered by Transfer Orb. Yeah, that's why I wonder. I feel like it probably could. It's just I don't know if anybody's ever made it happen. So that's one of those things, like if no one's ever done it, they're going to say it's not real, but, you know, how do you know? Because maybe somebody has done it. Oh man, that mon on the far right was here when we got here, but I feel like it definitely would have transformed. It's coming closer, hold on. That's a Rhyhorn. Alright. Okay. That's what's fun about this game. There's not that much out there. Not that much info out there. Take this guy out. Thankfully we didn't get poisoned. That would have been annoying. Might as well. And a mime. Okay. Let's check these for houses. It would have to be a really large room, but... yeah. This floor has a lot of really small rooms, actually. Switcher. Okay. Right? Yeah, that'd be a good YouTube video. I should make one about, you know, how to go after Mew, but... Decoy Orb was funny. But it'd be too hard to figure out, like, all the ins and outs. You'd have to test this, like, thousands of times using save states and whatnot. What is Shiftry doing in here? Hello? How's that not a house, man? Well, because of the Oranberry, but I didn't see it at this time. Okay. The Pokemon up top is a Pupitar. And, I mean, we might as well pick it up, right? Another transfer. Hit the wrong buttons. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to do. Switch it with something. We'll switch it with the other elixir. There's no point. We won't need that. Okay. I still don't like how Transfer Orb is the one that... right? Transforms the target into a different Pokemon. I feel like a Switcher Orb... like, these should have been named opposite, in my opinion. A Switcher Orb should switch the Pokemon into something else. And, like, a Transfer should, like, transfer positions. Because Transfer is, like, one thing to another. So you're, like, transferring tiles that you're standing on. Whereas a Switcher Orb, like, I get it, you can switch the tiles, too. But transfer one Pokemon to another, that doesn't make any sense, right? So Switcher... the term Switcher Orb could have worked for both instances, but I think Transfer Orb really only works for, like, swapping positions. That doesn't work for swapping the Mons themselves. I don't know. That doesn't make sense in my head. That's why I have to keep reading it. Ah, it's a sleeping Rhyhorn. Pain. Alright, what is the last Pokemon over here? Another Shiftry. Doo-doo. Might as well take the sticks, I guess. Okay. Oh, that was floor 69. That was not the one, unfortunately. Alright, Pear. Peace out, homie. Okay. This could be a house down bottom. There's also a sleeping mon in there, so there's a chance. Oh, some coins. I don't know. I can't see the other item. It's behind team, but oh no, it's too low. I think this might be a monster house. No. Pain. Imagine getting woken up from your nap, just getting hit in the face by a stick. Very unpleasant. Okay. Let's confirm not on this floor. Now we try to find the stairs as we get chased by the snake here. So Arbok knows exactly where we are. Kind of sus. Okay, well, it's not that way. I thought there was going to be a room in the... I don't even have a key, bruh. Dang it. And these are like the the walls that you can't just munch down. That's unfortunate. I don't know what that is. I know you guys told me last time, but strength. I think they're all HMs, right? It wasn't like strength, cut, and something else. That's unfortunate. You need a key for one of them. I didn't know that. Okay, Rhyhorn, and what's the last one? The one in the top left is irrelevant. It just spawned in, but who's this down here? Mawile. Okay. Okay, onward we go. Come on, baby. Where is this thing? Not here. T-Bolt. T-Bolt's actually a good attack. I missed... I don't know if it was last time we were doing a buried relic thing or it was the stream earlier this week, but I missed one of your guys' comments that asked about... Actually, I think it was in the Pelipper Purity Forest attempt. Maybe that's where it was. But somebody asked... No, that's when it was. Because I was surrounded by like 3 Shuppets and a Porygon 2. And one of you guys asked, I think it might have been Nikki, is there an attack that kind of attacks all the enemies around you? Because I was scrolling through the video trying to find a spot to make a thumbnail, and I saw that question in the chat. I missed it in real time. Okay, no, that's not a house. So the move Thunderbolt actually does hit all the enemies around you. There is other attacks that hit all the enemies within the entire room. Powder Snow, Heat Wave, and Silver Wind. There might even be more. But say, for example, like those 3 dots this way, there was enemies on all 3 of them. If I use Thunderbolt, it'll actually hit all of them. But they have to be like within 1 tile of you for T-Bolt. Those other 3 moves that I named hit everybody in the room, but... Oh, maybe it was you. Okay, yeah. I forget who asked it. Yeah, I think somebody responded to talk about like Silver Wind or something else, but... I was like quickly scrolling through the Pelipper video to try to find a spot to take a thumbnail shot. And I never even found a good spot, so I'm gonna have to go back through the video again. I just went through it real quick. But I still need to upload that too. Alright, I'm gonna check this Mon up top, but I don't know if they just spawned in. I wasn't paying attention. Nah, it's just Shiftry. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Another citrus. Don't mind if I do. We could have been at like 240 HP had I eaten the ones that we saw earlier, but... You know. We're going to be coming through here a lot more looking for Mew, so... We'll still be able to boost our HP later on. Unless you just want to spawn Mew like right here. Why not? Why not? Man, this is crazy. There's like a less than 1% chance on every single floor. And then when it does show, it only has a 25% without Friendbow and, you know, 35% with. This is nasty work by Chunsoft, man. Why did they program Mew to be like this? Okay, potential house and also a sleeping Mon up top. Interesting. Oh, that's definitely a house. Oh, yeah. Okay. I want this other Mon to come in here first and, like, fight me, though. Okay, the Pokemon down bottom is irrelevant. You gotta go. Mew could also be sleeping in here, but this is 1000% a house, man. Yeah, so Mew's, like, slightly above 1% for, like, those last couple floors, but... How's this not a monster house? Did I ever have the thing on by, like, Trap Avoider, by the way? I mean, no, like, house... There was something about a house Yeah, House Avoider. Imagine if I accidentally had this checked on. We just never got all the monster houses. That would have been painful. No way, that's not a monster house, right? Damn. Alright. Okay. On we go to 77. Let me just see that notification, man, that says Mew transformed into a Mr. Mime or whatever. That's what we need to see here. Okay, who is this Pokemon? Mawile, so okay. Confirmed not here on 77. Because these other mons appeared after the fact. Okay. I can't believe the odds are that bad. It's same with Execute, but... Watching very closely the way these mons are moving. No, I should have went after them. Now they're spread out. Okay, Mawile. Bruh. Oh, it's Graveler. Oh, that's true. You're right. You're right. It might just say Mew transformed. Oh? Oh? Aw. Pain. Dang it, man. Yeah, I don't think there can ever be two houses in the same floor, but obviously that's not a house because of the specs that are in there. Still could be here though in the top left, so we gotta go check it out. Oh, that's another Mawile. Pain, man. Mew is transformed into the elusive Jazzy. That's right. Oh, the stairs were here anyway. Okay, we move, man. Machoke? See you later, bud. Oh yeah, we still need another one of these, by the way. I have a Machop and a Machoke, but we need to use a link cable to make one Machamp. Well, we have to recruit another one and then evolve it. Okay, that was another Mawile. This must be where the key is, yeah. No. I still want to check this top right room. No. Pain. Okay. That's all the mons that were here at the start. Let's check this. Secret power. Doo-doo. Oh, I didn't even get far enough into the room. That room with the two items could have actually had the stairs, but we didn't get far enough in there to see. Oh, that's true. That's true. Do you know if Machoke is still here, like, all the way to the very end? The stairs were actually in here, by the way. Oh, no, they're not. They're in the middle. I just don't want to carry around these mons for too long, but I guess we could. Oh, here it is. No, I think it just says Mew is here every time though. Like that doesn't. It just shows it's like an eligible spawn, but the way to I think we tried that last time. I don't want to step on that sticky trap, by the way. But welcome in, welcome in. This is a shiesty hunt right here. Probably a house on the left. Okay. Oh wow, you just step forward. Yeah, I think every floor, it says Mew like every time, regardless. Okay, we'll put the friend bow back on for another Machoke. Might as well. There we go. Oh, so no. The issue with taking Machoke with us is it can't cross over the water, right? Next time we can come in with Mewtwo, we could. All right, let's clear this last Mon. It's another Machoke. If Machoke is still here at the very end of the dungeon, I'll recruit one. But realistically, it's so easy to get Machop and Machoke. Oh, there's nothing but coins down there. That's 1000% a house. So could this be, where are we at here? 82? Could this be the floor, chat, where we finally see the pink cat? Let's get in there. Oh, there's so many Mons that spawn, too. Well, I do still have another transfer orb, but we'll save that for a different floor. We just gotta go. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. I guess we'll take a couple of them out. There's really no point to fight through everybody, though. Darn it. Man, if only Mew could have been there. Okay. One more Mon. Who is it, man? I can't even tell what that is. Oh, it's okay. We can only see a little bit of like gray and red. It was the end of Mawile, but... Oh man, already at 83? What's the overall recording? About 2 hours now. Dang, man. Maybe we try this again. Maybe we go back after execute. We got some decisions to make. We still have a little bit of ways to go. But we got some decisions to make coming up. I do really want to take a few minutes to evolve all those Pokemon that I have ready to go. This is not a house because of the hold item there. Let's go ahead and use the transfer orb on this guy then. Why not? That's a Mawile. Yeah, I was thinking about Western Cave. We do need to recruit a bunch of babies there. Oh, this is probably a Haunter, right? Yeah, it's floating over the water. It's not a Mew because it wouldn't be able to go through the walls like it's doing. Okay, so we're out on this one too. I really hope everything I've read on the internet is true about Mew not being able to spawn in after the fact, apart from a house. I hope that's true. Luminous is actually pretty good. But, kind of whatever. I'll use the transfer orb in the small while and then go back for it. That's a Haunter. Pain. And so, yeah. I was saying, so is this because it's going through the wall. Alright. My prediction was 88 and a... Oh, TM for Psychic. Please tell me that's a sign, man. You know what? I'm about to pick this. I'm going to use a huge apple and pick this up. This is how we lure Mew to us. We bring Psychic. I said 88 and a few people had guesses in the 90s. This is probably another house up top, by the way. Okay. And a Sleeping Mon? There's a lot of potential here on 86. Stay tuned to find out. First we check this. It's a Sleeping Haunter. We might as well just get rid of it. Okay. Oh yeah. That's definitely a house. Let's enter it from the bottom. So we can go straight down to the stairs and not have to waste time fighting all of them. Show me Mew, man. Come on. No, that's a Machoke up top. Oh, man. Calm Mind, too? Dang. Wait. Good little moveset we can make from you here, but... We're just getting chased by an army of Haunters. Get me out of here, man. Man, Dude, we went through, like, at least 10 monster houses in this trip, too. Never got it to spawn. That's crazy. Dang. That was actually kind of pointless to eat there. This is another Haunter, too. Yeah, it found an apple. Okay. Not on this floor. 88. This was the floor that I guessed it would be on. Okay, we found the stairs. That's got to be a Haunter. It's out of bounds. Or some kind of ghost. Pretty sure Mew would have used Transform by now, if one of these was it. So I'm gonna go ahead and bag this one and just move on to the next floor. Feel pretty confident that it wasn't there. What up, Trooper? Welcome in, man. Oh, this could be a house here. Ooh, maybe I was off by one floor. Oh yeah, dude. We have seen, honestly, like close to 10, if not 10, monster houses already, and we have not got Mew once, man. That's a great way to find it. Great way to find it. Let me see if either one of these other two mons will like use Transform, but all right, I'm going in, man. Come on, please. That's not a house. Because of the seed. Dang. Kind of thought we were onto something there. Alright, we still could check this mon and maybe it's immune and it just never used Transform, but highly doubtful. That's small while. Okay. Alright. Now we're kind of entering the territory about, okay, that's a Mawile with a Warp Scarf up top. About Mew having a... I used the Warp Scarf and just went somewhere random. Now it's up here. Having like greater than 1% chance. Okay, it was that one. And Mawile's trying to join. No! Dang, man. This is the last mon that was here when we got here. Alright. So no Mew on this floor. Please, game. Please. Why the heck did Chunsoft program it to be like this? This is crazy. Okay, Haunter with a Blast Seed. Golem? Golem can catch this stick. So can you. Pretty sure it's not on this floor too. That's got to be a Haunter on the far left. Yeah, well that's kind of what I'm doing here, Jazzy. Yeah, I agree. Like go after every single Pokemon because Mew might not use Transform. It might not. I mean that's pretty much what I've been doing. Sometimes I leave like one mon behind if it's clear across the room, but I'm playing this different and slower than I did last time to actually like go after everybody. The thing is like once. So if this is not Mew, and it's a Haunter, now the only way that Mew can possibly be here is with a Monster House. As there will be more Pokemon spawning in later on, but that's, from what I've read, there's no way for it to be Mew. It's either here when you get here, or brought in by a house, which this could be a house. No. So I was making more of an effort to hunt down, you know, every Pokemon. There's been a few floors where I leave one straggler behind, but yeah, 94 to 98, those are the ones where it's 1.22. Which is still obviously horrendous odds, but it's better. Oh great, I misplayed that. I gotta bring bro out of the wall. That's wonderful. Oh, now I get to use throwables though. Confusion is so annoying. Alright. Oh, that was a house? Huh. See? Another monster house where there's only one item inside. That's very weird. Well, whatever, let's just start taking them out one by one. Oh, I meant to start with the Haunters, but I was squaring up a Golem for some reason. Not the rollout. Nope. Get rid of the Haunter first. I don't want to deal with Hypnosis. Other Haunters trying to join even without wearing Friend Bow. But we have that whole Evo line done. Alright, let's pull this Haunter out the wall and get rid of it. We gotta deal with all these shenanigans here. Okay, that mon in the bottom left was here when we got here. I don't know about the one in the top right, but Guess we can go check it out. Okay, that's a golem. Another golem. Alright. The Mew is not here as well. That's unfortunate. Definitely don't need to pick up the roar. What's this? Attract? That's a good one, but we already got a few of them in storage. Okay. 94 to 98. The final stretch here. Another sleeping mon in the bottom right. Golem picked up an attract, but where? Was it this one or the other corner? I think it was this guy. Yeah, okay. Okay. So the mon that's doing circles down there is not a Mew. It just spawned in later, so I don't care about that. But we gotta check the sleeping mon. That's a golem. Okay. It's not here unless this is like another monster house with just one item. That's not. I know, man. Where is this thing, bro? This is gonna make the playthrough so much longer. Just going after this, but it's gonna happen eventually. Okay. So that's all the spawns. We gotta check this down here. Nope. Okay, 1000% cannot be on this floor. Okay, 2 mons. Oh, I was gonna eat the oranberry, but it's sticky. Okay, golem. Potential house. Oh. I was like, why did it say Squirtle stepped on Roar? Is it buried inside the wall? No, it's not a house. Pain. Alright. This mon up here was the last one that was here when we got here. And it's a golem. Okay. 2 more chances. 97, 98. There is a 99th floor, but apparently it does not spawn on 99. I didn't even see that. I guess golem must have uncovered that trap, but I was hard staring at the minimap, but to have my entire stack of sticky sticks, or sticks get sticky, is unfortunate, but once we leave here, it cleans them up anyway, so that doesn't actually matter. Alright. It's all up to this little room down here. There's a chance. We see nothing but coins. Come on, baby. You've got to be kidding me right now. There's just a bunch of Rocky boys everywhere. Oh, man. Do I have a quick seed to get away from these fools? I do. I ain't got time for that. No, man. That was a lot of Rocky boys in one room there. Now let's see if we can ditch them. We did. They lost track of me. Watch, this guy's so confused right now. He's like, where did that turtle just go, man? Super Mobile is pretty funny. Man, a monster house on 97 is crazy. And we still don't see it. Dang it. This is going to be so hard, man. I'm here for it, though. I like a good challenge. I like a good challenge. This is painful, though. Dang. Okay, here's the stairs. Alright, one more chance here on 98. Again, we keep holding out hope, but it's like it's a 1% spawn rate, you know? It's just awful chance. There's always a chance. Okay. There's no point to even go after those two. Who is this? Another golem. Oh, we missed again. And well, we got to go bottom right and hope that's a house down there, but that's all she wrote, folks. If it's not a monster house with Mew. Wow, this is so hard. Oh, man, you gotta get really lucky. Okay, at least the stairs are down here, though. Oh. It's only 2 bundles of coins. There is a chance that's a house. Please, game. Please. Just let me see that little pink cat, man. No! GG's. Pain. From what I read, Mew can't be here. Why does this floor also have like a permanent luminous like effect to it? I guess we'll take that back to storage. This has like a permanent luminous orb effect. I didn't even use one. That's kind of weird. Dude, this is gonna be so hard to get Mew. My goodness. There's a house on 99 too. It's hilarious. We might as well just rip the Petrify then. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I'd rather just use my escape orb. There's no difference if we finish the dungeon or not, but... No, man. Again. Honestly, not surprising, though. It's really not. It's like a less than 1% chance the whole way through. Okay. We're going to take a few minutes now to evolve 10 Pokemon. 10 out of 5 stars. Would recommend. Let's just store some random stuff. I definitely want to store Strength. That was kind of cool. Put those away. We'll check the shop up top. One Room Orbs was a great call by Pear. Then we're going to take a few minutes to do a few evolutions, and we'll kind of talk about some things and see, what do you guys think? Should we go after Mew again? Should we go to Western Cave, or should we go back for Execute in the Howling Forest? I'm gonna go for a little bit longer here. I could still go for about another hour, so we can do quite a few things. But as we talk about it, I'm going to start grabbing some of these mons to evolve here. Okay. I have a lot of stuff written down on the notepad, so I'm just gonna go one by one. First up is Houndour into Houndoom. You know what I should do? I should flash the thing on screen again about the entire dex. I'm gonna do that in a minute. Let's find Houndour real quick. Oh yeah, we have Teddy Ursa to evolve as well, but I'm just gonna go in order. Okay. One of these Houndours is ready to go. Spearow, we still need another Spearow, by the way. We only ever have the one. Okay, this one's at level 24. Make leader. Let's go evolve the puppy. Yeah, Western Cave is a good idea. I was really feeling 43 being the episode where we got either Mew or Execute. I was thinking about that like all the way back in part 40. I was like, it's gonna happen on 43, which is today. But it hasn't happened yet. It might. Squirtle, stand by. Alright. Let's go evolve this Houndour here. If we do end up going Western Cave, we're gonna have to prep for it too, because it's a level 1 dungeon. This puppy has a great like walking animation here. Chunsoft did actually do a good job with this sprite. They did. Houndour looks really cool in this game. Yeah, Houndoom's a sick mon too. Oh yeah, my bad. Wish Cave. That's I get the two confused. Wish Cave we need a lot of mons out of too. I think that's the one I'd rather do today, but either way. Oh yeah. I was gonna pull up the thing on screen real quick. I'll do it and I'll show you how it looks when I mark them off in real time. Alright, let's look at Houndoom's animation real quick. That looks pretty cool too. It's interesting how they use like light gray for most of it and then little like shades of dark gray, but it kind of works. I like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull this thing up and show you why I'm showing 245 out of 386. This is what I'm looking at on my other screen here. And now, it updates in real time, this number in the bottom right corner. So if we go to Houndour, you can see I have it in red because we have 2. So if I right click, it'll go backwards to black. And then if I left click, that's how I increase the color, and right click is to decrease. So then we click on Houndoom to turn it black. And as I do, watch the bottom right corner, it'll change to 246. And there you go. So now, this is what I'm looking at when on my other monitor here. Let me get that off the screen though. And then I have to come over here to OBS and update the thing up there manually by just typing on the keyboard. So now we're at 246. Okay. We need more Iggly buffs. We still have the one buff. But we have to go through, we have to go, what is it, Mount Steel, where all the white gummies are, like a whole bunch of times. Okay, so I'm just going to do these in order. They're not listed in Pokedex order, they're just kind of how I fed them Joy Seeds in between the recordings. So next up is Metatitty into Metacham here. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is where the Tyrogues are too. So I'll show you that all three of them are level 20. I took them all through the Makuhita Dojo, right? But they all got like 34 physical attack and 17 physical defense. Unless I might have gave a couple of them irons, but yeah, I think they all have identical stats. So they're all at level 20, they're all eligible to evolve. But if we do, they're all going to become Hitmonchans, right? So we're going to have to figure that out later. Okay, this is the one at 37. I mean, technically, we could do one of the Tyrogues today and just get a Hitmonchan, because that will increase the dex number one more point. So I might as well do that, just evolve one of them into a Chan. Well, let's start here with Metacham. Not Hitmonchan, Medicham. Look at this boy, man. He doesn't even have to walk. Sitting there, legs crossed, just floating all over the place. Oh. I thought I made Houndoom stand by. Okay, here we go. Nope, we don't have to give an item. There we go. Old Metacham. Hopping around, all jolly. This is a jolly nature Metacham right here. Very small sprite, too. Compared to some other things. Okay. Check it off on the tracker. And then update to 247. Click back in the emulator. Rinse and repeat. I know the meditation glide on Titty was pretty cool. Then it evolves into this thing. It just got Titty on its kneecaps, man. Titty knees. Okay, next up here is Corefish, who's actually in the same area as Squirtle. So we can just go here. And I think it was this Corefish. Get out the way, Squirtle. I think this is the one. No. It's the other one down here. Yeah, level 30. Okay. Make leader. We got the confused Psyduck in here too. Alright, Metacham, stand by. Let's take Larry the Lobster and go turn into Mr. Craw. I just like to see the running animations. So I like to spin them around in different directions as we walk over here. Alright, this Crawdaunt will be Pokemon number 248 here. Not bad. This guy could be pretty good in Purity Forest. You know, it don't get adaptability yet. I don't think, right? Or did it have it in Gen 3? No, I think it just has Hypercut or Shell Armor, but you know, the Mons in Purity Forest love to sit there and spam Charm and Growl. So having Hypercutter would be pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was Hypercut or Shell Armor in Gen 3. Yeah, this guy definitely don't have the big dog strut. Yeah, I only have the one Psyduck. I don't think it's even a high enough level either. No, it's only level 11. Randomly has a Joy Ribbon too. Okay. Next up after Corefish here, we're doing a couple Pokemon, a couple Steel-type boys from Gen 3, all the way from their baby form to the final form. Which of course will be both Aaron and Beldum. Well, here's Beldum, but where's Aaron? Oh, it's earlier in the dex. Okay. So Aaron's chilling here with Charizard. One of these two, I think it was this one. Yeah, so this one's level 42. We're gonna have to evolve it twice, and same thing with Beldum into Metagross. So we'll make this guy the leader. The reason I have to do this is because like the Larion here is only it's only level 36, right? So we have to take this Aeron, get it to a Larion, and then head back in to be Aggron. look at the ways bro's head bobs back and forth. Let's do it from up here. Aeron's just a happy little guy. Beldoom. I kind of want to try a Steel type in Purity Forest next. I don't know who would be the best. Scizor, Metagross, Aggron. I don't know. Magneton, maybe? I feel like Steel types might be kind of bad because they're probably going to make them like hard to level up, if I had to guess. We'll see. Alright, there's Larion. I'm pretty sure we have to leave and come back real quick. Larion has a really good looking sprite, by the way. In my opinion, both of the middle Evos have better sprites than their final forms with Larion and Metang. Might be considered a hot take. Don't at me. But I think Larion does look cooler than Aggron, 1000%. And low-key, I kind of like Metang's design better than Metagross, but that's a lot closer. Metagross is a really cool looking mon, but there's just something about Metang, the way it kind of floats around. Like it's pretty cool, man. Aggron, you know, Aggron's kind of whatever. It's a cool mon, but they kind of like botched the design over the years with like the color palette. Aggron reminds me too much of Feraligatr. Both of them, both their middle forms have a lot more swag than the final forms. Croconaw is better than Feraligatr, and Larion's way cooler than this guy. So let's go ahead and do this. And that's... okay. And Metagross that we're about to do next will be Pokemon number 250. Aggron must have ate a Quick Seed, bro. Bro moving kind of quick right here when I hold the run button. I mean, Aggron's still a cool mon, but just something about Larion. It looks way cooler, I think. Alright, let's go grab one of these Beldums. Yeah, dude, I was going to grab this one, but I couldn't figure out how to, like... I kept getting stuck trying to get in here to talk to this one, so... Whoops. So I ended up leveling up the one in the top right corner here. This is the one that's level 45. The other one there in the middle was kind of like... it's kind of glitchy to try to get to that thing. Whoops. Join team. Leader. Making Croconaw flex his cheeks. No, true. But if you look at like Feraligatr's total design, right? It's just got like all blue with a little bit of red accents. Whereas like Croconaw got that like Flintstones looking shirt with the holes in it. Like, I know it's not what it is, but it's kind of what it looks like. Croconaw's sprite looks way better than Feraligatr's, man. They should have kept all that yellow on Croconaw and kind of done something with Gator. It's just, I don't know. Croconaw's design is way better. Alright, let's float over here with this little magnetic boy. But that is a good point, man. You know? Gator just be putting those cheeks on the screen the whole time. When you look at the back sprite when you're using it. It's a classic. Alright. First we gotta do the Metang thing. And after this we still do have 5 more. So we will go all the way up to 255. We could do 256 with one of those Tyrogues, but I wasn't even thinking about that. Oh, they removed friend areas from Rescue Team Deluxe? That's a major L. Metagross, we've seen this sprite before, you know, a bunch of times in Purity Forest, but this would have looked way cooler too if it was a lot larger, but... you know, I don't know, it's kind of funny the way Chunsoft handled the sprites, because, you know, they have to, like, fit within kind of a one-tile radius, if you will. But, some of them, like, even Milotic is, like, 5 times the size of Metagross. And then, of course, some of the legendaries, too. We do have Milotic, by the way. That's what I'm saying, like, they definitely could have made Metagross a lot bigger, for sure. Right here, we'll go compare this thing to Milotic right now. Watch this. We still need to go get another Feebas, because we only had one and we evolved it into this thing. Look at this, dude. Like, yeah, Melodic is a big Pokemon too, but now you're making this look like an extra small Metagross, you know what I mean? This sprite is gigantic. Stupid ass floppy fish, man, driving me nuts. I know, right? Melodic is huge in this game. I feel like Gyarados and Wailord might be too. We have a Wailord, but we don't have a Gyarados yet. Okay. Next up on the list, one of my goats. I'm going back to Gen 2 for the teddy bear, man. Where's this guy at? There it is. Okay. Come here, Teddy. Is it you? It is you. Where's he? I think the other Teddy's up. He's just chilling up here. But this was the one that I got up to level 30. Alright. Let's do it. I know I'm kind of speedrunning this, but it does kind of take a long time if you like slow roll it. But this is something that we take a nice slow stroll with. Teddy's the GOAT, man. I know that Teddy in the top left corner. Bro was up there. Hey, he's cool. He got a jar of honey, man. He's having a good time up there. He was chilling. Alright. Let's go evolve into the big boss bear here. Now this thing, not Teddy, but Ursaring I hope is good in Purity Forest, because it would be really cool just to go dominate. I know Picaspri's got to clear with Ursaring, so it must be pretty decent. I've seen that video a few times, but again, usually I put those on right before I go to bed, so by floor 15 or floor 20 I'm passed out every time. So I kind of miss the rest of the adventure through the forest. Look at that, man. Big boss Ursa. Some species of wasps produce honey. Interesting, I didn't even know that. Okay, next up is a little bouncy boy with the pearl on his head. Where are you at, man? In the Gen 3 decks. There you are. Oh, it's in the same spot. Okay. 32, that's got to be the right one, right? Yeah, this one's 13. Okay. Yeah, so when I came in here to get Teddy to level it up, I seen these spoinks too, and I was like, I might as well level one of these up. Go bounce around on our spring here. Ace Ventura. Oh, those movies are so good. It's kind of hopping a little left and right, huh? Yeah, it like doesn't go in a straight line. It's kind of funny. I can tell he's like bobbing back and forth as he's hopping there. Oh, I brought the bear with me. Whoops. Oh, by the way, well I'll go right to 252, but Ursa was 251, but let's go ahead and do this real quick. Yeah, right, you guys remember like the Pokedex entry for Spoink? It's such a weird one. Like if the pearl falls off, it just stops bouncing and it just dies. It's like, whoa, man. They went crazy with that Pokedex entry. Hey, it's all good, Jamie. All good. Welcome back in. This guy here, Mr. Chris P. Bacon. Pretty cool guy. And that is Mon number 252. Let's go ahead and update this. And also Teddy. Alright, 252. This guy waddles back and forth like a penguin. It's a cool guy, though. I like Grumpig. 10 times cooler than Hypno. Ain't no way nobody like... There's nobody out there that likes Hypno better than Grumpig, right? I mean, they're both kind of doo-doo, but... Hypno kind of weird. Okay, the last three that I have on the list are Gulpin, Snorunt, and Swine Nub. Let's go ahead and bang those three out real quick. I will just grab Snorunt, whatever. I was going in order, but... Yeah, okay, both of these guys are here. I think it was the ones on the left. Nope. Gotta be this one. Yeah, this one needed a lot of Joy Seeds. And which nub is it? That one. Okay, so it's both the ones on the right. They're gonna evolve. Oh, I was gonna ask earlier if was anybody watching the World Cup? What's going on? It's actually 0-0 at the 90th minute. Wow, that's crazy. Especially after the craziness of the third place game with the 10 goals. That's wild. Oh wait, the Pokedex entry for Parasect? I don't remember that one at all. I always remembered Spoinks, but I don't remember Parasects. What was that one? Alright, so we're evolving now into one of my least favorite Pokemon of all time. I can't stand Glalie. I don't know why, man. This Pokemon's it's just not good. You know, I'm mainly a competitive player, but it's also just weird. It's just a floating snowball head. And then when it Mega Evolves, it just breaks its jaw. It's really weird. I've just never been a fan of this mon. But it is our 253rd. This progress feels good, man. It feels good. Each time that number goes up, I feel a little bit better about this. The mushroom completely takes over the whole brain. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's another very creepy Pokedex entry. We should make a YouTube video like that sometime, like the creepiest Pokedex entries in Pokemon history. I mean, thousands of people have probably already done that, but it would be like a fun video to make. Just all the Pokedex entries that we think are weird, right? Because the video would still be different from other people that have done the same thing. Because we're gonna have a different list of entries that we find very sus. Oh, dude, this area was very annoying to navigate. You have to, like, walk up this path to get to the Gulpins. There's one here and there's one on the left side. But if I take, like, one more step down, I leave the area. And it's kind of the same with this. Like, if I go, like, one more step to the left, we're gonna leave the area. So it was, like, really a struggle to get up both of these towers. This is the one, though, that we're evolving into. Okay. Pretty sure it was 26. Just to make sure before we leave. 26 must be where Swalot evolves. Yeah, this one's at 20. Okay. We picked the right one, but it's very hard to stand on these the platforms there without, like, exiting the area. Okay, Glalie, stand by. And we're at 253. Just want to make sure I keep checking these off. Okay. Alright, Mr. Swalot. This is another very weird Pokemon, too. Never been a fan of this guy. I tried to use it once or twice in all the different playthroughs of Hoenn that I did, like when I was younger. It's just always very underwhelming, man. Swalot don't do much. That's kind of like the definition of mid. It's very mediocre stats across the board. Doesn't get a very good moveset. Got a weird cheesy looking mustache there. I say cheesy because it's like looks like it's made out of cheese. Bro took the little like can of spray cheese and kind of missed and got all over his face. I don't know what bro was trying to do with that. But Swalot is our number 254th Pokemon. Okay. Let's run back over here. And the last one was, oh, Swinub, where Snorunt was. Let's just go back here then. This is one of my goats too, but unfortunately, until we go play Explorers, unfortunately there is no Mamoswine in this game. Because this just goes up to Gen 3. But let's take this little pecan over to Luminous Cave. And evolve into Cousin It. Make Swalot stand by here. Oh, somebody had a link box, but I guess it was the Swalot, not the nub. Such a cool evolutionary line here. Another goated ground type Pokemon. And also something that might be halfway decent in the forest because of potential Powder Snow being an ice type. We'll have to see about that. There you go. We got Cousin It. Not bad, not bad. I used to love using this thing back in the day in Wi-Fi battles. As a lead Pokemon, you slap in a Violet on this, right? Stealth Rocks, Ice Shard, Earthquake. Actually pretty good. Down in the NU tier back in the day. Yeah, England beat France 6-4. It was crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and just evolve one of the Tyrogues for the heck of it. Where are they at? Just to confirm that it is going to be... Well, I mean, it has to be. These things got to evolve into Hitmonchans. Let's take the one up here. It's got to be. It's got to be. Okay, so that was number 255. This will be 256 here shortly. So first of all, I gotta... Well, whatever. I'll mark it in a second. Let me just run over to the cave. Oh, I gotta click back in the game. I still gotta check off the nub, but I'll do it when I... Why's bro got the high knees when he's running there? I'll mark off Piloswine when I do Hitmonchan, but... Okay. This is how it's gotta work, right? Oh, Hitmonlee, I did that backwards, my bad. Of course, Hitmonlee has the higher attack stat. Chan has the better defenses. Okay. Well, this is the best one of the three anyway, but... That's why I didn't want to mark it off yet. Okay, and then we reduce that number by 1. And where is Swinub? Boom. Okay. And 256. Okay, that's what I'm seeing on the other screen. Yeah, my bad. I don't know why earlier I was saying Hitmonchan is the one with the higher attack stat. That I know better. I don't know why I said that. I was just confused. Okay. But Hitmonlee, in my opinion, the best of the three. Always been my favorite. Alright, let's go get Squirtle back. And let's go, we're at 2.5 hours now, pretty much, on this recording. Get out the way, Wartortle. I guess I'm not going to go back after those other mons that I was trying to earlier, so we will head off. Wish Cave is the page that I had open. That's a level 1 dungeon. So is Western Cave the one with Igglybuffs then? Let me see about Wish Cave. Oh, because Wish Cave has Jigglypuff, but you can't recruit them. Yeah, even if you brought in, you can't bring in enough Joy Seeds with you. But this, dude, this dungeon, even though it's a level 1 reset in Wish Cave, there's so many good mons in here. Well, sorry, not just good mons. Mons we need. I don't have a single Sunkern, so we need 2 Sunkerns. We need 1 more Bellsprout. We still need 2 more Cleffas. I only have 1 Cleffa, and we need 3. And I only have 1 Caterpie. I only have 1 Caterpie. So we need to get 2 more of those. And a Ralts. Another Togepi. But you know what? I don't really feel like doing a level 1 dungeon, so alright, we'll go... Yeah, we'll go back to Western. I got you, I got you. Let's go optimize the bag. Well, actually... Let me pull up the webpage about Western real quick. See who else is in there that we might need. Where is it here? Western Cave. Snubble? Is it the first thing we can recruit? Where's Snubble? Okay, we have both of those. Venonat, Venomoth, we're done. Ekans Arbok, I think we're done with that. Where is Ekans Arbok? I guess I'll pull this thing up on the screen. You guys can look alongside me here. We have Venonat, Venomoth, and Snubble Gramble. Where the heck is Ekans Arbok in the Gen 1? Oh, we need another we only have 1 Ekans. We need another one. Okay, so we'll grab an Ekans. Igglybuff is on floor 10. So Meowth Persian, we're done. Smeargle, Smeargle's from the main story. We have that. And next thing is Igglybuff. And after that, Tauros. We don't have a Tauros. Okay. There's our 3 targets to get us up to 259. Tauros, Ekans, Igglybuff. We might even need 2 Igglybuffs, but... Well, we do, but whatever we get first out of that. Because Igglybuff and Tauros both start spawning at floor 10. So we grab an Ekans between 3 to 5. And then we go deeper in for Igglybuff and Tauros. And we'll take whatever 2 want to join first. Out of Tauros plus 2 more Igglybuffs. Okay. Honestly, whatever we have is probably good enough. No, we didn't escape because we used it. Okay. Everything else is fine, though. I guess we'll store the music box so I don't lose it, but... Okay. We get an escape and we're in there. I think I'm going to go back into Howling Forest one last time after this, too, and try for an execute. I'm just kind of feeling it. I'm kind of feeling it. But we're going to Western Cave, this one here. Oh, Spain scored. Let's go. Oh, are you saying it doesn't count because of offsides? I feel like the way you typed that, there must have been an offsides and it didn't actually count. We still need 2 more Caterpies, but... So we can't get anything until... Or we don't need anything until floor 3? Yeah, 3 to 5 is Ekans. Okay. By the way, how is Murkrow unrecruitable in this dungeon? I think that's incorrect. I think this website's wrong. Where else would we get Murkrow then? Ooh. Another key is nice. I feel like that's incorrect information. Oh, okay, it's still 0-0. Damn. Hello? Where are the rooms at in this place? Alright. I know, if only Butterfree, but yeah, we have to go back for 2 more Caterpies. Okay. Here's a potential Ekans. How you doing today, Mr. Snake? Wasn't interested. Pain. Dang, this place is chocked with revivers, huh? We'll take it. Not the bee. Another one, okay. Alright, Ruthie, I'm gonna try for 2 Igglybuffs, but if we see a Tauros first and Tauros joins, then we'll just take it. But we're gonna get at least 1 Iggly for sure. For sure. Yeah, that we have to be able to get Murkrow in here, because if not here, then where? And do we need it? Okay, I don't need it. I think we already got Murkrow from this place. It's a very large room, by the way. Kind of weird. I gotta hang out either here or the next floor to make sure we get a Ekans, though. I might have to do some hunger healing. Speaking of hunger, I am actually getting kind of hungry too, so I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go here. I still have the sticks, I do. Let's get these spawns off the floor. Who's this over here? Oh, another Ekans. Nice, nice, nice. Come here, buddy. Really? What is Ekans' 12% base? So we got like a 40-something% chance for Ekans. Put the front bow back on. Ain't no way we're going 0 for 3, right? We're already 0 for 2 with these guys. What? Yeah, right, buddy. I know, Ekans is a cool mon. Yeah, I don't know why the site that I'm using, here's a Blossom. That's interesting. I use the mysterydungeonwiki.com, and it says it's unrecruitable in here, which is definitely wrong. Bro can see me through the flowers. Come on, Ekans. Join Team Turtle, man. Pain. This is a horrible room to hunger heal in, but we already have the Smeargle from the main story. Oh, another snake, though. I wanted to check the sleeping one. Okay, there we go. Finally. That, unfortunately, though, will not actually increase our recruit dex number, as that's just our second Ekans, but we have to evolve one of them into Arbok before I add another checkmark to the recruit dex. Okay. Now it's time to full send it to floor 10 and start hunting for Igglybuffs and Tauroses. And of course, this guy cannot cross over the water. Well, isn't that just wonderful? Monster houses, when you have a recruit, are very annoying. Because we can't just kind of like full send it. We can do this and still get 2-for-1s, but of course we find the house after getting a recruit. Bro, just learn Bubble is crazy. Oh, these guys have chlorophyll, so they get to go twice in the sunny weather. Just gotta hope the Smeargles don't have Spore, but I don't think they do. Oh, thank you, Jamie.
JLH 1770
Much love, much love.
Gifted a tier 1 subscription to Vianite.
Oh, Screech is bad. There's a Smeargle with Bubble that it sketched off us. Now this Ekans wants to join without a... Oh, that's a lot of damage, man. We gotta get out of here. Every time you get hit with a Screech, all of a sudden you start taking crazy amounts of damage. Okay, here's the stairs, though. I don't need the coins, man. Get me out of here. Okay. Ooh, that I will take. Over what? Honestly, don't even need 5 revivers. We'll just go ahead and burn the apples. We're just trying to get to floor 10. Not interested in the Pokemon here. I stepped on a warp one. Good thing it didn't go off. Well, it doesn't go off. Okay. Are you done, Blossom? You catch the stick, man. Get out of here. We do need to actually turn off Ekans' moves, by the way. I should probably do that real quick. Let's see. Moves. Screech just got PP zeroed, but what a horrible moveset. That way, like, Ekans doesn't try to attack Venomoth or whatever by using a potential ranged attack on it that would just wake it up. It did solid damage with acid, did it? Dude, I kind of want to keep picking these keys up. I'm just going to waste... The huge apples show up all the time at Kecleon's shop. We could just buy them there. Go away, Mr. Silverwind. Is this like a house in the top left or what? Good job, Ekans. It's a house, but it's also the stairs, so we have to go in here. Whatever. I don't even want to deal with these guys. Do I have a Warp Orb or... I have a Petrify. I'm just going to crank it. We'll hope that, what do we got here? Torment? No, thank you. We'll hope that we, just don't see any more houses. Good thing that's in line. We could just chuck a stick at it. Wild Primates in here? Is that what I just said? Ekans, I don't want Torment, man. Stop stepping on it. Yeah, Primates from floors 8 to 13. Interesting. Now, this would be a fun Pokemon to try to get through Purity Forest. I love the ape, man. This guy's gonna come right back out that dead end, though. Alright. Almost there. One more floor till floor 10. And that's where our home is going to be until we get what we need, and then we're out of here. I'm kind of feeling going after one more Howling Forest attempt for the eggs. Something's telling me to go back in there. So I'm going to do it. And then that'll probably be it, because it'll be over 3 hours, and I'm kind of hungry at this point. Well, really, realistically, too, that's all the time I have for today, but... Alright, we get another key, which is good. Stockpile those in the storage. Okay, here we go. Igglybuff and Tauros, welcome to Team Turtle. Who wants to join the party? Annoying layout, too, because it has water and these mons can't cross water, but oh well. Exploud? Not interested, man. I'll take this guy out, too. I don't know if these are rare spawns, by the way, or not. Again, that website I'd use doesn't list spawn rates. It just has the percentage of them joining. I know, Spike Chun's off, man. They be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Where are the Igglies at for Ruthie? Here's a bull. Tauros has a base 7.9% chance. Let's call it 8 point. I don't know why they just don't do 8%, man. 7.9? Why? Anyway, add 34% to that. This is a 42% chance to get Tauros here. Nobody should be surprised on that. We never hit the 40%, guys. Who is this? Another Exploud? Get up out, man. Another key, but we don't have space for it. I don't think I have Milk Tank. I don't. I didn't even know this was in here. I didn't scroll far enough down the list. Wait a minute. What's the odds for this? Oh, Milk Tank spawns on like floor 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 kind of thing. It's 8.7 base percent. Oh man, I didn't want to have to tab back in the emulator there. Okay, I think I put on Friendbow. I did. Oh, dude! How do we not get that, man? That's unfortunate. Okay, who's this? Primeape? We don't even need that. Yeah, we have Mankey Primeape. Okay. I stopped scrolling down once I saw Igglybuff and Tauros on 10. I did not know Milk Tank was here. That would be a good get. This is a Venomoth. We'll throw a stick at it. See ya, buddy. Another Exploud, okay. So there's actually 3 mons we can recruit right here on this floor. Let's find a spot to... There's somewhere we could stash you? No. Trying to find a nice safe corner for Ekans, but... Whatever. We'll just Hunger Heal right here. Make some Pokemon spawn in. We'll just have to protect this thing, but we have Revivers, so we're good. Oh, another Milk Tank. Here we go, here we go. Again, this and Tauros are both have over 40%, so we'll be able to get them pretty easy. And there you go. Pokemon number 257, the tank. Let's get it. 257. No. Let me mark it off over here. Nice. I did not know that was in here. What are you doing with Milk Drink, man? Oh, that heals the whole squad? Kind of cool. Okay. Now I was gonna say I don't even want to see the bull now, because if we get this, Ruthie gonna be sad we didn't get a an Igglybuff, but we already have one. We still need 2 more though. That was kind of funny. We came in here for the buff. We might leave with 3 different Pokemon if we get this Tauros. Wait, which way is he gonna go? Okay. The bull doesn't want to join though. Let's give an Igglybuff a chance. Oh. But the game keeps throwing all the bulls in my face, so I don't know. Oh. We got Tauros. Okay. Sorry, Ruthie. Next time. We need this. We need this. Hold on. And mark it off over here. Boom. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's good for us, but yeah, well, my bad. I had every intention. You know what? If this is an Iggly buff right here, I'll send that snake packing. Oh, that's another bowl. Why am I still we just use the escape orb. Escape, man. Iggly buff, yeah, it's 10 to 13, exactly. Maybe it's a rare spawn, then. It has an 11.3% chance, so it'd be like 45% to say yes. But, ooh, Spain scored, is that it? It's gotta be it, then. That's crazy, man. Okay, we're at 258, that's really good. I really want to go to Howling Forest again, though. I do. Let me go deposit these keys. We don't even need escape orbs, right? Because we just need more apples. Check for a frustration real quick. Wait, what was the orb? We need one room orbs. Pear was actually spitting on that one. That's a good call. Oh, okay. There's still a lot of time left. Let's recoup some of these apples. I was kind of wasting them to pick up those keys. No more space. Alright. We'll deposit the keys, come back for the apples. And then, and just jump right back in there. We also have a bunch of revivers that we don't need. Yeah, give me the huge apple so we can hunger heal, and we're in, man. This is a juicer of an episode. It's definitely going to be over 3 hours. But the last time we did the Mew thing, I think that was also right around 3 hours. And this is... I kind of want to do this going forward every other weekend until we get Mew. And maybe even Execute as well. Because this is going to be very, very difficult. And something we can probably never do during the weekday streams, if I'm being honest. Execute is possible during the weekday streams, obviously, but like we can do one attempt every morning for Execute. But for Mew, man, we really don't have to do that on just the weekends. Yeah, we do have one reviver. That's true, because I didn't bring an escape orb. Even though Execute's on the very last floor, if we can't find our way out, it might get KO'd. It's a good thing we have that. Sidewave guys are annoying. It's nice to be able to play this game though and not be in a hurry and in a rush like I am during the week. Trying not to be late to work. It's actually a lot more relaxing to play this on the weekend and just kind of chill. We're not on a time limit here. Even though I do gotta watch the clock, I do have to leave. I do have to leave my house in about 20-30 minutes from now. So that's why I was saying at the start I was going to stream for like 3 hours. This was still a productive sesh though. I mean, we started at 245, we're now at 258, so 13 Pokemon. Because we evolved 11 of them and then just got a cow and a bull right there. All things considered, this is very productive, but it's just funny when you think about the whole meat and potatoes of going for 3 hours after 2 specific Pokemon and not even getting them. That's why I wanted to have those Evos on deck as a backup option. Please don't confuse me. Okay, nice. Trawl an apple, kind of whatever. You thought it was just one solid 30-minute playthrough? Oh, you mean of, sorry, you're not talking about this. You're probably talking about the soccer game. When I first read that, that's why I thought you were talking about this. Scanner is pointless. We'll just chuck it. I'd rather save the space in the bag for, oh no. For gummies. Yeah, I've been entertaining that idea, Nikki. It's really hard. It's just really hard for me to stay not like stay ahead of the game, but just stay up to speed with uploading all this stuff to YouTube, right? I could very easily stream 7 days a week, but streaming 7 days a week on top of working the 9 to 5, I have like no time to upload all this stuff to YouTube, and that's really the bread and butter, because then people can find that content forever, because it never leaves YouTube. The issue with Twitch is it only stays there for like 7 days or whatever, and then it's gone forever. So that's why I'm really like prioritizing the whole uploading this stuff to YouTube kind of thing. And it's just unfortunately, like, with working the 9 to 5, you know, like, there's just not enough time to do it all. And so, like, I want to stream as much as possible. But we also, you know, I got to set aside some time to get this stuff up to YouTube. So I'm just trying to figure it out. What's the best kind of cadence and rhythm to get into. Yeah, no, it's really not, man. I've not been taking care of myself this past 6 months. It's alright. Well, it's not alright, but I'll get it back on track. But I'm just having so much fun with all this, man, that it's like... I look like a hot dog, by the way, just chilling on the ground. This is my passion, man, so it's like... I'll prioritize this over everything else. Which is fun and all, but then I look back on it and I'm like, damn, we did like 11 streams and none of them are up on YouTube. Like, I gotta get some of this stuff uploaded type thing. So I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to go about it. You know, take Sundays off. And that'll just be my day to like... We just go crazy streaming during the week. And then on Sundays, I take the day off to get all 6 or 7 videos, whatever I have in my pocket. Just get everything uploaded to YouTube. Because, right, theoretically, if I did that, then I don't have to worry about it during the week. Because the problem is, some of these streams I have to, like, set up the save files ahead of time, right? Like, even for Pokemon Unbound that we'll stream tomorrow morning. Let's grab another hot dog here over the Switcher Orb. You know, because last time we played that, I said I wanted to use the Zygarde. And so I need to now, like, EV train that and level it up tonight, because it's only level 10, in preparation for tomorrow morning's stream, right? So if I can get the whole week scheduled of YouTube videos, then I can do those kind of things. And it's the same with, like, Monday night when I get home from work, I'm going to have to prepare for Tuesday morning's stream, which will be Pokemon Stadium 2, right? But I have to go create a whole nother team and then for like the transfer pack team thing, right? I have to go to PK Hex, I have to gen a team to put into the crystal save and those kind of things. So it's like, it's kind of like pick your poison, right? Because when I get home from work, I only have limited time. I got to go to bed at some point, right? So it's like I wouldn't have time to upload the YouTube videos and then prepare the save files for like the following day's stream. So I'm just trying to do too much. And I can handle it physically and mentally. The issue is there's not enough hours in the day. And that's what I'm like really struggling with, is to try to strike a balance, you know what I mean? I have not been sleeping enough these last... Oh, there's another lax. These last like 6 months in general, but especially this past 1 month, right? We've been talking about all the overtime that I've been working, so got to get in a better rhythm, a better cadence, so that I can show up to the streams every morning and be able to perform, right? A lot of times recently I'm like half asleep, and it just doesn't deliver a quality product to you guys, and you all deserve better than that, you know? So I need to make sure I'm locked in peak performance and ready to deliver, put on a good show, you know? Alright, we're about to enter 14. Let's see if we find the eggs. So it's just that kind of thing. And I feel like if I take Sundays off going forward, I feel like I can get caught up and ahead of the game on the YouTube stuff, get videos scheduled for like the whole week, and then I don't have to think about YouTube during the week, and I can focus on the streams. So there's a lot of Pokemon here. Let's see if we find the eggs. Yeah, hopefully that made sense. I know I was kind of rambling a bit, but it's just kind of like how it makes sense in my head. I have another one of these too. Yeah, exactly. So that's a good point. Thank you. I was thinking about that as well. So it's like we say, for example, like don't plan to see me on Sundays type thing, but in the event, like I'm still gonna bust my ass and work as hard as I can, right? Getting all this stuff uploaded. But like in the event we're in a groove and everything is uploaded, streams, you know, save files are prepped and stuff, boom, then I pop in for a Sunday stream kind of thing. But there's a chance that it's like one of those things where it's more often than not, like I won't be able to stream on Sundays because I'm behind the game trying to get the YouTube stuff uploaded. But we're not going to say like never because, you know, you hit him with the side beam. Maybe I don't have to work so much overtime and I can actually get everything scheduled and organized. Oh, that's a doomer up there. Let's hunger heal over here. Brought the item right to me. Then another big boy. Where are the eggs at, man? Stop. I'm not even wearing the friend bow. That's nasty work to show me a Snorlax and get it without the bow. So yeah, because I still would love to do Purity Forest Sundays. We might just put them in the Saturday streams, but we got a lot of really big Saturdays coming up here. Especially next weekend if we get everything lined up. Because my plan is, well, we need to do another Emerald Battle Frontier. It's been a long time on a Saturday, but we're getting ready to fight the Elite Four in a couple different games, right? Insurgents and Blaze Black, so we gotta get ready for those on a Saturday. Like I have a lot of plans for a lot of games next Saturday, and if I can get everything organized, then I'll stream on Sunday too. I'll just crank this elixir, I guess. Yeah, well, I need to do that, but I'm not even gonna set aside time for that. I need to have time for myself, but I won't even allow myself that. It's either I'm at my 9 to 5 or I'm here doing this, whether it be streaming or YouTube stuff. It's all work, no play for your boy, at least for the next few years. We'll see what happens after that. Let's create a shortcut here. Hopefully. Where is this little bundle of eggs, man? Yeah, the Elite Four run, I have both of them. They're going to be fire. I feel like Insurgents is going to be ridiculous, though. They're probably going to bust out something crazy. I'm excited for both of them, though. The Insurgents one, though, I might not do next weekend because we got to give people time to vote. I don't know how to close the polls on YouTube. I don't even know if that's an option, but I think I'm going to go ahead and post the final round of voting. Like, I don't know, tonight or in the next couple days, but I'm salty nobody voted for Lilligant, but it's over. Everybody voted for Charles. And I don't know how I feel about bringing 2 electric types to the Elite Four, but the people have spoken, so let's hunger heal it up for a little bit. I guess everybody just loves Typhlosion, but that's really bad for me. I gotta have 2 electric types on my team. Oh well. Oh, 258 out of 386 is almost like 70%. That's fire. That feels pretty good. Loudred? No, we already have 2 Wishmers and a Loudred. Yeah, being around 70% is nice. We still, I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon in here that we have doubles for, duplicates and triplicates. So we can make a push to get to 300 in like the next couple recordings, but the rest of it will be a little shisty. Realistically, though, there's probably what, like 10 to 20 Pokemon that are going to be ridiculous to try to recruit. Everybody else should be pretty easy. It's just a matter of going back to those dungeons, but I don't know, the past like 8 to 10 episodes though, we keep going after the hard recruits, so we don't make much progress. But that's why I'm trying to focus on some of these Evos here. Probably gonna get that notification pretty soon here. I can just feel it coming. Dude, these guys are so annoying with the Psywave. It's really bad when they get the confusion, but that's why you just bring throwables. But yeah, honestly, if I could have streamed yesterday, I was gonna do some Rogue. I just love competing in Rogue, man. And even this morning I thought about Emerald Rogue, but like starting a Rogue run on a Sunday is kind of like a tease because, you know, what if... Well, I wouldn't have had enough time to finish it. So I'd rather start the run on a Saturday and finish it on a Sunday. Like doing a little bit of Rogue this morning would have been cool, but then we would have had to wait till next weekend to finish it. That's kind of an L. Dang it, man. Please show me that bundle of pink eggs, man. What is this? That notification's it's gonna be, yeah, there it is. One of them, wait, Grumpig was it? See, that's the fun thing about Rogue though. You might get some weird Mon being MVP for no reason. Oh, what's up, Flinny? I'm trying to recruit Execute right now. This damn thing never shows up, man. I seen it once, Execute, and it has like a 40% odds to join with Friendbo plus being level 100. But of course, we need 2 Execute. One of them to evolve into Executor. This hunt is going to be very painful. Okay, that's a Loudred. Let's throw a stick at it. I love you too, bro. Everybody in here, man. We have such a good time. I don't even know if I should push it any further. Nah. The next notification, it's like really close to getting blown out of here, and I'm not trying to lose my items. One more time, man. We have to find an Execute today. We have to. I'm going in again. I'm going in again. Attempt number 5 today for the eggs. Already over 3 hours on the recording, too. Is crazy work. I'll go ahead and save, sure. Yeah, it really was, Nikki. I was thinking about that the other day. That was chill hanging out in the Discord call. We got to play more games together, too. Like, Fall Guys was hella fun. Mario Party was cool. And I know more of you guys can get into it next time. Mario Party was a lot of fun, actually. Alright, let's deposit all these gummies. See if bro has frustrations or one-room orbs. I need to prioritize those when we go into, like, earlier dungeons that would have the one-rooms. Yeah, Fall Guys was so fun, bro. That game's classic. Alright, let's take this huge apple and just get right back in there. Yeah, I remember you said that. You got the expansion pass now. Right, Matthews? Okay, you know about Fall Guys too? Dude, it's a cheeky little game, but it's really, really fun. I'm going again, man. You know what I'm really bad at, by the way, is Mario Kart. I don't know why. But every time I play my friends in Mario Kart, I get smoked. So if you guys want to dominate, just get me in there with Mario Kart. You'll definitely beat me on that one. I had a lot of fun with Mario Tennis too. Me and my boys played a lot of Mario Tennis back in the day. The N64 version. That's a good one. You hammered what, Matthew? Oh, Fall Guys? Yeah. Fall Guys was really lit when it first came out. Now, they got so many different courses now. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, me and my boys used to grind Fallout like Fall Guys like crazy when it came out originally. All right, this is gonna be the last attempt for the eggs. This is really, really fun, but my stomach is rumbling and grumbling here. Oh, did I get an escape orb or somebody else get that? Oh, I did. Okay, that's not bad. I feel like if I keep going, I will get the execute eventually today, but I don't know. Maybe I push it for the 6th attempt and just strike out twice. I'm getting so tired of Psywave though. This move is ridiculous. Come here, buddy. Spain did it. Let's go, man. Yeah, dude, I heard about that. I keep seeing clips on Twitter of people playing like Black Ops 2. I was like, what is happening right now? So wait, PS just redropped Black Ops 1 and 2? Yeah, talk about holy nostalgia, man. That brings back some memories right there. Oh, man. Black Ops 2, when that came out, that might be the most fun. I mean, Black Ops 6 was great too. Me and my boys played a lot of that, but something about Black Ops 2, just kind of the time it came out. Oh man, that was a great time. A lot of fun grinding the heck out of that game. Yeah, right, just a straight up like re-release. Yeah, I keep seeing the clips. I'm like, yeah, this is the exact same thing, man. So is it actually like crispy and plays smooth? I tried playing it on my Xbox a few years ago, and like you could actually get into lobbies and stuff, but this was a few years back, so it was like riddled with hackers and stuff. Like you could actually find lobbies in the older CODs, but because of the hackers, like it just wouldn't be fun after a while because they turn on all kinds of cheats. But because basically at that point people would just they'd jailbreak the game because like the official devs don't they didn't even care what happened in the old games anymore. They don't update it, keep track of it. But now with this whole like re-release thing, it's interesting. All right, let's get back here to floor 14. That's true. They did barely care back in the day. Yeah, so it'd basically just be like a nostalgia hit then. Yeah, ain't no way nobody's taking it seriously. They're just going in there having fun. But Black Ops 2 was the crazy one though, because it had the tack insert. It was like the one time they had a tack insert. Well, no, that's not true. They've had it in other games, but people could definitely boost for nuclears with you just play with your friend on the opposite team. Keep dropping tack inserts and just like camping in the corner. Allowed to reduce the roll call. Alright, we're almost back to 14. Loki, you talking about like it still has a lot of cheaters even in the re-release? That would be unfortunate if that's the case, but I don't know if you're talking about that or like the OG. Unfortunately, you know, I don't know why, but people always have to cheat in games. They can't just play it organically. I don't understand that. I've never understood the whole cheating thing. It's like, it's okay that there's people out there in the world that are better than you, right? You don't have to resort to cheating just to try to like do better than somebody that you're not as good at. Right? I don't understand that, man. Me and my friends are horrible at Call of Duty, man. We'll still get in there and play all the time. We get dominated. Who cares, man? It's still a lot of fun. Like none of us have ever cheated. Cause like, you cheat if like you're so miserable in life that you know, you feel like it's the only way to be better than your opponent, and it's like, well, that takes all the enjoyment out of it, man. At that point. I never understood the cheating thing. Like, your life is so pathetic that the only way you can feel good about yourself is to cheat. So that you can actually beat your opponent. I don't know, man. Alright. We're back here again. Attempt number 5 for the executes. Alright, we got some coins everywhere. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Nikki. Like, random cheats like that, like spawning in a helicopter. Yeah, but like for Call of Duty cheating, if you're gonna give yourself like aimbot and stuff, like, what are you doing, man? That's some like low life scummy behavior right there. Right. Yeah, cheats. Invincibility cheats in like single player games and like GTA, like that don't matter. Right. Cheats that don't actually affect stuff. I was trying to see if there's an execute notification. Alright, let's walk around, check all these mons here. It's always the sleeping pigs, though. I don't think the executes are going to be sleeping in here like they do in Purity Forest, but could be wrong. We only saw it once, and it was moving around, but man, what was Chunsoft doing with 1%? Okay, well, 1% encounters. Why? Nasty work, man. Cheat books back in the day for like PS2 games, yeah. A little cleanse. Alright, we'll hang out here then. See who pulls up. Man, this is gonna feel real good once we get these executes. Because this is crazy. And of course we need 2. Man. Alright, another pig. I should just keep using the sticks on these guys. Thanks for bringing the trap bus there, boss. Go ahead and crank it. Okay. Let's go take out the sleeping mon up here. Mighty Yenna. Alright. Oh man, I'll be sad if we go through a whole 4-hour session and never see the eggs today, but it's kind of pointing in that direction. Who's this? Let me just see them thing. Well, that's wonderful. Oh, it turns your opponent into substitute dolls. Okay, I thought it turned them into like flowers. Or maybe that's just the items in the stairs, I guess. It's a little bit different. Yeah, I agree too. Single player game cheats are fine. Especially, yeah, because most of them don't really affect like the gameplay. Yeah, cheating in multiplayer is just cringe though. If you're not good enough to keep up with your competition, man, just go play another game. You know? You can't resort to cheating just because you suck at something, you know? It's not how it works. Oh man. Still not here. Comes a pig down bottom. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, yeah, sure, is it frustrating to be bad at a game that you like? Yeah. It's not fun, but go play another game, man. Don't resort to cheating. It's just not it. If you want to be good, hashtag time in, man. You gotta grind. And slowly get better. And if you never do, find something else to go enjoy, man. There's plenty of games out there for everybody to enjoy. That's just how it is. Alright, where are the stairs at? Over there. We're probably gonna get the notification pretty soon. Let's start going this way. Why is this Loudred going so fast? Like, bro cranked a quick seat or something. Okay. What else we got over here? Is this really the only place where execute is, man? This is so lame. Get good, scrubs. Exactly. Ah. The wind be stirring again. Oh, somebody else spawned. Damn. That was a loud red. Okay. Well. Persistence pays off. One more. No matter what, no matter what. Last one. This is gonna be all... It'll be like 3.5 hours by the time we do this last attempt. I really want this thing, man. And I also hope we get 2 of them, so I never have to go back to that place again, but... So what, maybe in the last like 5 or 6 times in there, we've seen about 5 or 6 Snorlax. And just the one execute, and it did not join, though. Yeah, uno mas. One last trip. We got some apples. I don't even care what else is in the bag. Full send it, man. Yeah, thank you guys for being so understanding, man. Like I said, I wish I could sit here and stream all day, every day. I do. I would if I could. I think y'all can see that, but I appreciate you guys being understanding that it's hard to do it all. It's not, no, sorry. Hard is not the right word. It's very time consuming to do all this, so it's like I'm trying to prioritize YouTube, right, first and foremost, because that's where more people will find the channel, and it's also where the videos stay forever, so like, but obviously we record the YouTube videos here. So thank you guys for being understanding and patient about it. I'm gonna start saying some of those things too, like at the, when we come to do like the finales of Insurgents and Blaze Black. I was thinking about that. I kind of want to say that in the intro too, to thank everybody that sees them in the future on YouTube, like being patient and understanding, you know. If I could pump these things out faster, I would. I'm going as fast as I can, man. Speaking of, where the stairs at, bro? Oh, that's what's up. Do you know about this game? I feel like the way you said that, you probably know about PMD. But first time seeing it and the YouTube recommended that, that's probably because like not only a handful of people even play this game. But thank you for that. Welcome in. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna assume you know about this game, and if you do, then that means you know how fun it is. It's very ridiculous at times, but that's what makes it so addictive to play. Oh, okay, you're playing Explorers of Sky? That's what's up. I hope you're enjoying that. I've never actually played that one. This is my first ever PMD. First time ever playing a PMD, and I'm having the time of my life with this right now. It's so fun. But Explorers, I'm gonna check out as my second game once we get done with this one. Look at this ferret hopping around. I always have the bad stair luck on the early floors here. Yeah, from what I've heard across the internet, Explorers is the one with like the best story. I'm excited for that. Probably not gonna do a recruit 'em all in that though, only because it's gonna take 100 episodes to get through or more. So I don't really have any plans to do that in Explorers. I'll just play it for the story mode. We just have too many other games to play here on the channel. Too many other playthroughs and playlists to make. At least for now, I don't plan to do that for Explorers. Nice, we spawn on the stairs. Oh, okay, so you're sounds like you just started the playthrough in Explorers then. Nice. Ooh, You're gonna have to let me know how that goes. I barely ever stream on YouTube, only on the weekends. I don't know if you have a Twitch, but if not, you know, if you want to drop some comments on the YouTube videos, let me know how your journey's going. I would love to hear more about it. Yeah, okay, so you just started it. I love to hear about everybody's adventures. You know, all my friends in here with the stream homies, they're always updating me on all the different games they be playing. I love to hear that kind of stuff. Not the hell floors here. And even some people in the YouTube comments do that too. People that are never able to join streams, they still be letting me know about their various playthroughs. I just love Pokemon, man. I like to hear about everybody's experiences. Oh, the elusive Pidgey. Too bad we already have this. I kind of forgot this was a thing. Okay. Does that mean this rep is going to produce an Execute? First time we've seen a Pidgey today. Maybe. Alright, here's the stairs. Another Doomer. Oh, we found stairs again. Okay. Nice. The Pidgey's a good sign. Let's hope. We'll take that as a good sign. That's a good question. I don't know. Because I use the Mystery Dungeon wiki, which just tells recruit rates. It doesn't say anything about spawn rates. So I'm not sure. That's a great question. But I do know that Execute was, I looked it up on a different website. It was around 1% or like just under 1%. To be able to spawn, right? But once it spawns, we have like a 40% chance to recruit the eggs. This was a ridiculous recording today, but we're gonna have to do a lot more of these in the future. To try to get, you know, Mew, Chansey, Execute. It's gonna be a very, very long playthrough. 99% of it RNG based. Oh, okay, well, welcome in on the other side, Wilted. Appreciate it.
Wilted Retrite just subscribed with Prime.
Dude, thank you. I appreciate that, for real. That means a lot. No, Astromax, I only actually have one Pidgey, so the other two I recruited as Pidgeotos. Which in a weird way is a lot easier. Because Pidgey has a very easy recruit chance for Pidgey, but the thing is it never shows up. Pidgeotto has a lot smaller of a chance, but they spawn like crazy in a different dungeon, so... yeah. So in a weird way, getting two Pidgeottos was a lot quicker than the one Pidgey. Alright, Matthews. Appreciate it, bro. Catch you on the flip side. Yeah, we won't be doing some Pokemon Unbound tomorrow. I know the whole time zone thing, it's a little weird for you guys on the over in the EU, but since I be doing my 6 a.m. California streams here. Alright, this is the floor for the eggs. And here's like our 7th Snorlax of the day. Here, hold this. Get out of here, Snorlax. We already have that too. Did the bot break? Probably. I don't even pay attention to the bot. I usually, you guys know me, I can barely keep up with your guys' messages. I don't read anything the bot says. Oh, maybe you mean the Discord bot? I just think I got rid of the thing because apparently like the link expired. That was why. What's up, Akari? Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just blessed to be here having a good time with you guys, man. It's so much fun. Loudred we don't need. We tried recruiting pokes. Save state scum. Yeah, Pear talked about that too. That's definitely the way to go. I feel like that's cheating though. Even though y'all are definitely fair to say I'm a cheater when I did add 999 rare candies to my bag. That's annoying. But whatever. See what? One of these could be execute. Well, I know these two aren't, but you could just walk around till this wears off. But I don't know what that one is on the right. Of course, it's not execute. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like. Can I pick this up by the way? Now that I ate the apple. Save states would definitely help this go a lot quicker, but I personally I feel like that's cheating. Even though it's not, but. Well, that's what I did with the Discord link, though. I set the option so that it never expires, but then recently people were saying that the link doesn't work anymore, so I don't know how that's possible. But I'm not sure. So now me, being bad with technology, I'm gonna have to figure out how to even create another link. And then we'll activate it as a command again. Dude, this is not going good. Nah, no eggs, Ruthie. And even though this is fun, I do actually have to leave my house in like 10 minutes, so this is the last attempt here. I'm pushing it to the absolute limit like I always do. Hashtag dedication. Although it won't pay off today, it will pay off in the future. I'm getting tired of seeing all these pigs though. You're ripping side beams all day, man. Yo, Deej. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. How you doing? How you doing, my friend? We're about to get that notification pretty soon here, by the way. Oh, this is kind of a cheeky little spot. Right on cue. Something stirring. Yeah, well, you know what ain't stirring? This omelet that I'm trying to make. Eggs keep driving me nuts over here. Pain. Yeah, Spain won it, I know. That's crazy. That's pretty cool though, man. I was pulling for you, Maul. Oh no, we gotta leave. That kid's really good, man. Even though Messi's the GOAT, it's always cool to see Messi win, but I was actually kind of pulling for Spain in this one. Really, I was pulling for England for all my EU homies, but... What's up, bro? Yeah, you pulled in right when I was about to end stream. A couple of you guys. I know, I want to see England. Well, obviously, like, if Italy was in it, that's my squad, man. I'm Italian, but they didn't even qualify, which was kind of sad. So with Italy not in there this year, I didn't really have a horse in the race. I was pulling for England for all the EU homies. In a weird way, I was kind of pulling for Spain, like, the whole time. But... Alright, let me actually go ahead and say it. We did a lot today. We did a lot. This is going to be a crazy YouTube upload, though. It's going to be 3.5 hours. Damn. Okay. That's true. That's true. Seeing Norway was actually really cool, man. Haaland is a beast. You be out there chugging raw milk like me. That's how you get jacked, man. Raw milk is definitely the play. Yeah, Germany. They had a decent tournament too. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hit a little YouTube outro here. I'll hang out on stream for a couple more minutes with you guys, but I do actually gotta run, so not bad, not bad. We'll chop it up about a couple random things here and there after this, but for the sake of the YouTube video, we'll go ahead and hit an outro from this position. We went from 245 Pokemon up to 258. decent progress, decent progress. So I'll go ahead and spend some time in between, well, before like the next weekend sesh of this, and I'll do a lot more rare candies, joy seeds, whatever you want to call them, because we got a bunch of Pokemon that are still can evolve. We just got to grow some more levels. So, and then we can easily get this thing up to like 275, 280, probably by the next weekend stream, even if we don't see any more executes or Mew. So it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Because you know me, I'm not giving up, and I'm not quitting until we finish this thing and acquire all 386 Pokemon, alright? Therefore, it's not if, it's when. It will happen. But with all that being said, I think that's good enough for today in this, what was this? Part 43. Alright, that's going to conclude part 43 in the PMD Blue Rescue Team Recruit 'em All playthrough. It's like a tongue twister trying to get through that whole sentence of the game name there. One of the longest game names ever. But with all that being said, to anybody that is watching this video in the future over on YouTube, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the action today, and I also hope that you have a good rest of your day, wherever you go after watching this video. Alright, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Alright, let's get that recording stopped. Oh, you snuck that in there just in time, Nikki. Yeah, Halan was a beast, man. Alright, Deej. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, I gotta head out in a couple minutes here, but, so, we'll be good to go for the streams all week. I was able to get caught up on YouTube, and I have almost all of next week's videos scheduled already. I just gotta add the Pelipper Purity Forest at some point. So, for tomorrow's stream, Monday, we're gonna do Pokemon Unbound. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you. Tomorrow, we're gonna do Pokemon Unbound again, like we did last Monday. That was pretty cool checking out the post game. It's my bad not reading up about it. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing in the post game. Everyone just said, "Oh, the post game's lit, man. You got to do it." My fault for not like. I try to avoid spoilers in these games because it's more fun to just figure it out as we go. But the first time we checked out the post game on Monday last week, I accidentally stumbled into what I guess would have been like the finale of the post game, and I did it first, even though the game kind of points you in that direction. So Jazz had a great idea about battling the Elite Four again at the end, which I like that. But tomorrow we're going to explore Cube Corp, like the last area on the map we couldn't access pre-Elite Four. So we'll check that out tomorrow. I'm going to level up the Zygarde tonight after I get back home. And oh, thank you, Akari. I really appreciate that, man. For real. So I'll get everything set up tonight for Unbound tomorrow. That's what we gonna do. Then I'm also gonna have to PK Hex a team for Tuesday's stream, which is going to be Pokemon Stadium 2 again. That's our thing on Tuesdays now until we get through that. And, you know, we did the Gym Leader Castle the first 2 episodes. We're going to be doing part 5 on Tuesday. So, Gym Leader Castle for the first 2. And then 3 and 4, the last couple streams were the Challenge Cup, which was really fun. We got pretty lucky, man. 32 and 3 in 35 battles. We got it done. And, but now I have to PK Hex a team because now we're going to go through the Poke Cup, I guess, like level 50s. I got a couple fire teams cooked up too. I haven't done the Petite Cup team yet, but I was on my phone this morning. I was doing the other 2 teams for the Poke Cup and Prime Cup. Level 50, one of them. The other one's level 100s. I think you guys are gonna like the teams that I have cooked up for that. But I made them on my phone. I haven't actually made them on PK Hex to import them to Stadium. So I gotta take a few minutes to do that. Takes like a half hour. And then Wednesday, we finally get to go through the Victory Road in Blaze Black. I said it in the intro in the previous 2 episodes, and we never even got close to Victory Road, but now we can get in there, and that's what we're doing on Wednesday this week, go through Victory Road, and then we'll save the Elite Four for a weekend stream so I don't run out of time. And then Thursday, we're back here, recruiting them all, and Friday, we're back in the jungle, searching for golden bananas, alright? You guys know the deal. So it's gonna be fun, man. Emerald series? Which one? The Emerald Rogue or like the just regular Emerald? Like my first ever video on the channel. But it was hella funny. Oh, you set it up there. First video on YouTube. Yeah, well, it's not that I mean, I know, yeah, looking back on it, it was like I was kind of serious, but it's because I was such a noob that I don't know how like the volume levels work. So I was trying to be like reserved and quiet. It's like, YouTube, you know, what's up, man? I was kind of like whispering in the mic because I don't know how any of this stuff sounds, you know? But see, if you guys tell me that it's okay now, I'm like, YouTube, you know? I don't know, man. I figured it was better. I always like to play it safe with the audio levels. The game volume I turned down. Myself, I turned down. I was a little reserved back then, you know? So it's like, it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun, though. Yeah, see, it does look like I was really serious, though, but I was like, I wasn't nervous, but it was like a reserved version of dude, right? Because I wasn't trying to scare people off, like being too aggressive in the mic. Yeah, see, that's the weird thing, because you can never hear it back, so you don't know how it's going to turn out, right? And I'm so, like, bad with editing. I don't edit videos at all. I just put them on there. Just raw dog it, man. No editing. So, yeah, even when the first two things I did was Unbound and a Water Types Only playthrough in Emerald. And I was really reserved back then, because I was like, I got to play it safe, man. Like, you know, YouTube, what's up, bro? Kind of thing. I didn't know how loud it was going to be. It was pretty funny. That's goated, bro. You gonna like that one, Zogo. I got hella mad when I lost to my dad in the gym. I lost to him twice, I think, actually. I was pretty salty. Because I like to make Pokemon, I like to play it on hard mode. So I didn't even evolve my Marsh Stomp into Swampert. I could have just evolved into Swampert and, like, smoked, bro. But that was back in the day where I was kind of, like, pre-planning out the thumbnails. And I was like, well, I can't use Swampert in the thumbnail till, like, part 14 when we go fight the Elite Four, you know? So I decided to, like, go fight Norman, you know, your dad in Pokemon Emerald. I decided to go fight him with a Marsh Stomp instead of evolving into Swampert. And then I lost to him twice, and I was, like, hella mad. I was like, bro, what am I gonna do? And then one of the, like, the OG mods, like, slid in the chat. It's like when I first met this guy. And he's like, why don't you put Dig so you can play around slacking? And I was like, bruh, you just saved my ass, man. That was good times. I don't know whatever happened to bro, but never came back to the streams. Good times, man. That was all like August, like July, August last year. Yeah, right? Putting Dig on your Pokemon to play around slacking is definitely the play. Okay, I've been talking too long. I'm actually about to be late. I gotta run. I love you guys though, man. This is my passion, man. This is my purpose in life. I like staying here and chopping it up. You guys can tell, man. If I could sit here and flap my gums all day, I would. You already know. But I gotta run. Okay. Enjoy that, Zogo. That was a classic playthrough. Reserved dude, right? Trying to be a little bit shy, a little bit nervous, a little bit don't know what the hell's going on. Still don't know what's going on, but type thing. Okay. Thank you guys, man. Sorry I wasn't able to stream yesterday. Shit happens. I had to go help a friend, you know. I appreciate y'all, man. Take it easy. Have a great rest of your Sunday night tonight. Congratulations to all the Spaniards out there for Spain's World Cup dub. GG's. Okay. You guys know the schedule was up on the Twitch. If you want to know what's, even though I just said all the games, but in case anybody didn't hear it, we're gonna stick to the schedule on the Twitch. And I'm good for streaming all week before work. I'm gonna start setting an alarm for 3:30 in the morning now. I be sleeping until 4 a.m. every day. Not good enough, man, because I'm not getting to the gym. I'm gonna wake up at 3:30 every morning, and that way I can get a lift in before the streams, and we'll be good to go. All right. Good luck. Have fun. Hopefully I don't work myself to death, but you know, you gotta do what you're passionate about. So whatever it takes, baby. I'll be all right. Okay. I'm out of here. I gotta run. Appreciate y'all for real, man. Have a great rest of your Sunday night tonight. Some of y'all, it's already like Monday. Good luck, have fun on the other side of the world. All right. Peace out. Be good. I'll catch you guys on the flip side, man. We'll have some fun next week. And hopefully, I can sit here and do my thing all weekend next weekend. let's see if I can get ahead of the game and get everything going on YouTube. All right. Peace. See you guys on the other side, man. Be good.